guys. I'm updating the game. It's taking a second for the game to update. I had most of everything ready to go, and I was like, oh, you know what? Easy peasy. I already have a thumbnail made. Technically, I'll just reuse it. You know, just gotta click go live. Easy peasy. And then I opened up Steam, and it was like, you're pending an update from Crime Scene. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, and it'll be fast, right? And it's been updating for like the last like maybe like 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay. And it's about 51% through, so but it's okay. Oh, bruh. Also, hi guys, hi Raven, hi Muffin, hi Shovel. How are you guys doing? How was your day? Is it hot for you guys? It's kind of been hot over here for me. It's been like not like burning hot, but it's definitely like I feel it. Like I walk out and I'm like, oh, the sun's kind of sizzling a little. Easy peasy stream. Lol, no. Yeah, I'm currently having a heat stroke dealing with Saph's cope. Is Saph streaming right now? Sorry, Clover's on my desk right now, so my camera might cut out every once in a while. Is Saph streaming right now? Because then, if she is, not hot for me? Okay, that's good at least. Just finished streaming. Damn! I was gonna be like, do you guys remember that one time where Saph was like watching me on her stream and she was waiting for me to notice? We had like a weird like Inception kind of moment. I was gonna be like, I was gonna pull up her stream right now and be like, oh, let me go ahead and do it for her. Sorry, my cat keeps walking over my desk. Every time she stands on my desk, I literally hear her feet go like boom, 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 boom on my desk. I don't know if it comes through in the mic, but like I hear her going boom, 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 boom because she's so fat. But how are you guys? How's it been? I'm waiting for the game to finish updating. It's about, oh wait, it finished. Hold on. Wait, update failed. Why? I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna see if it works. If it doesn't, you know what? Maybe we'll just play a different game. You know, maybe we'll play something else, something. Oh, we can play if it has an error installing, which it might be like a storage issue. I'm not gonna lie, because my storage isn't the greatest right now. I have to fix that again. But if it ends up being that, then maybe we'd play. What was the enemies to lover game that we saw from Killer Chat? Maybe we could play that. You know. Hi Graz, did you butcher who'd you butcher this time? No one yet, unfortunately. 1 hour attempting to update the game. Imagine I'm like, oh, so sorry guys, I know we've been an hour in, but you know, eventually the game will update. No, what's really taking up a lot of space is my VODs, because I record. I've recently recorded all of my streams up until recently because I ran out of space slightly, a little bit. I just need to get better at like upkeeping the storage. I have solutions. I'm just really lazy to like upkeep it. Bro, Kia, I know. You sent me like a whole novel of storage too. I'm so bad at tech. I'm so bad at like the upkeep. Unfortunately. Kia ... Don't worry about it. Kia, please. I could send you another one. No, it's okay. I don't want you to waste your efforts on me. No, I do have solutions to it. I'm just dumb and a little lazy, and I'm like, I'll get to it eventually, and then I don't get to it, and then I stream again, and I'm like, I'll get to it eventually. Bro, my next PowerPoint gonna be fixing your storage, or I just get another PC, and no, I'm just kidding. That's gonna be too expensive. I was gonna be like, I'll get another PC and store everything into that PC. That'd be way too expensive. There's cheaper ways. I know there's cheaper alternatives, but let me see if it fails again. If it does fail, oh, it did. I think I'm out of storage for it. Okay. You know what? Maybe I should have checked on this game before I put up my schedule. All right. What do we? How much is that? The enemies to lover. What was it called again? Do you guys remember what it was called? Hold on. let me see what it was called real quick. Me over here with 4 computers around me. I wish I could have 4 computers around me. But actually, to be honest, I don't think I would really know, like... I don't think I would really know, like, what to do with them. I'm really bad with like, computers and stuff. Computer. what was it called? Was it from the same creators? I forgot. Or I forgot if they're just advertising it. Hold on, let me see. More like this. Is it here? I forgot what it was called. Wait, I'm looking through the visual novel. There's this one called Touch Starved, and it's about vampires, and it's a dating otome game. maybe no, just kidding, no. I can't find it on the recommended. Only 2 of which that work. I have a few laptops that can maybe use to like help with storage, but they're kind of old, so maybe they wouldn't do too much either. I had like my lineage of laptops I've used throughout the years have been my first laptop I ever received that I don't know if you can really call it like a real laptop was a super old Dell like laptop. It was like when laptops weren't rectangular, they're like squarish, right? It was a super old Dell, and it wasn't able to get internet. I forgot why, but for whatever reason, like the internet just wasn't working, and I got it when I was like maybe like 10 or something, or like maybe 9, and all I could do on it was go on MS Paint and like Microsoft Word basically. So as like a kid, I would write my little fan fictions or so. I looked back on some. I don't think I have the computer anymore actually now that I think about it, but when I could look back on them, like when I was like a teen, I just looked at them like, these are really fucking cringe, you're badly written. But they're little fan fictions I would write and little MS Paint things I would do. And I low-key, not that I got good at MS Paint, but I got very comfortable using MS Paint for a while. So there was like, it really helped me when I got into Homestuck, because Homestuck's MS Paint based, so it really helped me out. And then after that, I had a 2007 Toshiba like laptop that I would use, and I'd play League of Legends on it, and it would overheat really easily, and I had it, and the battery was kind of fucked up too, so I had to keep it charging 24/7, and I would put a book under it to keep it like lifted so that way it wouldn't overheat too much. And so I would always carry around this very specific book with me, because it was my overheating book. And then I would just play League and go on Tumblr on that laptop. And then I got another laptop from like in high school. I got a laptop from my then at the time boyfriend, because he was like, oh, my mom bought me this laptop so I can game on the go, but I don't really travel very many places. So it was like, I forgot what kind of laptop. It was a gaming laptop. And he was like, you can borrow it for right now, you know, like, because I don't really need it. I'm like, okay, cool. And then eventually after we broke up too, he's like, you can keep it. You've had it for long enough. And I'm like, nice. So I got like a laptop out of that. And then finally, when I got into college, I officially got my first desktop, my first actual like PC, but I've had a lineage of laptops. Looking at the streams, there was Bloodlust, Killer Chat Xmas, and Killer Chat Overkill. Maybe it's Bloodlust. I'm gonna look at Bloodlust. Let me see. Hi, Animatters! I'm catching up. Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat. Why does Kiki thumbnail look like those hands going somewhere in the sun? Don't shine! What? I'm cleaning! Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Fun fact, heat will reduce the quality of the battery as well as continuing to charge it when it's already fully charged. Yeah, I forgot if I had, actually no, I think my dad had messed it up at that point, because it was a hand-me-down from my dad, and he was like, yeah, the battery's kind of messed up, but you'll make do with it, right? And I was like, okay. And so I just had to keep it charging basically like 24/7, and I tried to like see if I could buy a replacement, and I could, but I was like a kid, so it was like really expensive. I was like, I don't know if I want to put that much money into this laptop that's not like, I had that laptop, again, it was a 2007 Toshiba. I had that until like maybe 2015, 16, actually I think 2016 max. I had that, so I had that shit for a long time, and I was like, I'm not putting any money into this. In fact, I do want to know. Damn, I had to immediately unplug my laptop. Thanks, Muffin. Hi, Quaddle. Let me see here. Oh my god, I can't talk. We might not play the crime scene cleaner because I don't have enough storage to do the update. I didn't check. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna pull up a different game. What was it called? Bloodlust. Let me see. Bloodlust. Oh, it's free! Wait, is it the right one? Wait, no, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong game. I was gonna be like, oh my god! A free game! Bloodlust. Okay, let me see. Is it bloodlust.exe? Is it this one? I want to say it is. I'm worried it's not. Generally speaking, if you want the maximum battery life you can get out of battery, you should only charge it about 80%. You shouldn't need to update. You could still launch the game without update. Wait, really? Actually, hold on. I assumed you always needed to update your game. How do I do it? Hold on. Is there a button for me to click like play without update? Yes. Also, you can also delete some other games to make space. That's true. But I forgot what drive it's on. Let me see what games I can take off. You know, I have Black Desert on here, but I don't think I'm gonna play Black Desert anytime soon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking that shit off. Okay, let me take off this one, uninstall, and then let me take off this one, uninstall. I remember you mentioning no one would know what game you're playing until 15 minutes before stream. It would appear even 10 minutes into the stream, you still don't know. Is this normal? Yeah, I think it's, I mean, I think I usually have it by the time I go live. I usually have the game ready, but today I was like, I'll be fine. I have the game, I should be fine. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, I need to update this. I'll take off this one, uninstall, and then this one. I have a lot of games I have on here that I don't need. Okay, let me see if that's enough space now. I forgot, Steam doesn't make it easy. I have plenty of space on my PC for updates. Raven's like, I don't have this problem, so I don't know how to fix it, but there's a solution. Uninstall Live 2D, that should do. Oh my god, you're so right. Let me go ahead. No, that'd be crazy. Imagine. What else can I take off here? I'll take out this demo. I don't know if the demo will really do anything. It's a shutter. What's it called? Oh my god, I just saw it. I don't know where it went. But the phone. No, what was not the phone? It's the demo for that one game where like you're photoshopping basically to find ghosts, essentially. Delete Windows real quick. Oh my god, you're so right. Uninstall OBS/Streamlabs. You should install yourself now. There is a solution, but I'm too good to do exactly. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Uninstall this one. I have a lot of games I really don't need. Let me see. I'm gonna install. Keep talking. Nobody explodes. That was a hard game. I'm too stupid for that game. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see here. I'm gonna install Peak. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Peak fan. I mean, Peak's like okay, but I didn't understand the hype for it. I don't know. I played it a couple times, and I think both times I played it on stream, I was like, it's alright. It's more frustrating than anything, but I'm not really getting like the enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? Bro, you have that? Wait, which one? Which game? Kia, I'm gonna send you an application that you really need. Which one is it? It's not a job application, is it? What is it? I'm gonna send you an application you really need. It's scary. Gotta love the games that have whole sentences at their name. Exactly. Some of these names are kind of long. I'm not gonna lie. Keep Talking. Oh yeah. I have Keep Talking. And I played it once. I played it with Yami like not too long ago. Wait, actually no, it was kind of long ago. It was like maybe like for sure it was sometime last year, I think. And I think it was like an early morning stream I had. actually, did I stream it? I think I did. I did stream it. I'm trying to remember if I streamed it or not. But I remember I played it at like, it was maybe like 6 or 7 a.m. for me because he was like, oh, I need to go to work at this time, but do you want to stream? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I remember waking up early for it. Sure, games. Knowing you, that's just a lot of yaoi games. Actually, I don't have a lot of yaoi games. I don't think I have any yaoi games, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I have I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my game collection on Steam is very unimpressive because I think I've told you guys, when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of games to play because I didn't have a lot of, like, I didn't get a job until like right after I graduated like high school. So, and any game, and like I did have a Steam account, but most of the games I had were either gifted or they were either gifted or they were free, or I maybe had some money to like buy here and there, like right kind of thing. But I don't really have like an impressive game collection. And then even then, I didn't have a lot of friends to play with at the time, like after high school. So I don't have a very like impressive game collection. It was a lot of League when I was growing up. A lot of traumatizing League games. She prefers the term BL. I heard BL is a more appropriate term now. I heard that yaoi is like the outdated term. From my research, from what I've seen at least. Osu for the broke rhythm game. It was really all I would play was like Osu, League, and like other single player games and stuff like that. Like I played my Steam collection is a lot of single player games. And then the multiplayer games I do have, I haven't even touched like half of them, I think. I only really started playing like multiplayer games when I started becoming a VTuber. Like, I didn't play Lethal. I think, what was it? What were some of the popular ones? I didn't play Lethal. I didn't play like crab games. Let me see, like keep talking about Explosive one of them too. What else? Like Lockdown, Phasmophobia, Repo, like things like that. I didn't start playing those games until I became a VTuber because I didn't really have any people to play, like any friends to play with at the time, at least. Like I had friends, right? But like they were all very into like Valorant, like League of Legends, like what are some of the other ones? Like a lot of shooters, like Overwatch, like things like that, right? And that's not really like my area of gaming, so I really wouldn't play with them. I would just kind of like, I'd be in calls while they're like playing games, and I'm like, all right, I'm just here. I'm just playing my game. I'm just playing, I'm just playing Osu. I'm just playing, like so it wasn't until I became a VTuber I had the chance to play these multiplayer games. And I know people are like, oh my god, these are friend swap games. But I'm like, well, I kind of want to play. I didn't get a chance to play friend swap, so I kind of want to try it. She's like, us for real. I sent you the application. It helps find what things on your computer take up more space than others. Ooh, okay, let me see. Space sniffer. Okay, I'm gonna look at it after stream. That's sad. No, it's. I swear I had a lot of friends. It just we had very different taste in games. It scans your drive, then shows you physically how large they are in comparison to every other file on the drive. So you can see how much space GTA is taking up in comparison to all your VODs and whatnot. In case you decide which things to delete. I see. I'm not touching Valorant. Too many e-boy and e-girls. I'm not gonna lie. I played a couple Valorant matches, and then there was, oh my god, there was one time. Oh my god, traumatizing. There's one time I played like a Valorant match, and like I'm not gonna lie. I really try to stay away from games with like multiplayer games with open comms, with like open parties. Like I really don't feel comfortable with comms open because a lot of times like people abuse those. And so I remember one time I played Valorant with some friends. I think it was like 1 or 2 friends with me, right? And so like the rest of the party was like random. And when I was like there, this guy I think was asking a question. I forgot what he had asked. He had asked something, but it was like, oh, like where did you last see XYZ character or something like that, right? It's something along those lines. So like he was asking me, right? And it takes too much time to type out the response. So I like, for once I was like, okay, I'll respond, right? So I turned on my comment. I was like, oh, I answered his, I forgot what the question was. I answered his question, right? And then this guy goes, oh my god, you're a girl? You're a girl? And the whole fucking game, he kept following me around and he kept like pronouncing, like he kept trying to read my name, but my name on like Valorant was like, not that it's hard to read, it's just like there's a certain pronunciation to it and he just wasn't doing it right. And so he was like going around and he kept repeating my name and he kept following me and he's like, why are you ignoring me? Why aren't you talking? You're a girl, right? Why aren't you talking to me? Like, hello? Are you like, hello? Hey, are you cute? Are you this? And I'm like, oh my god, oh, I hate this so bad. And like, games like that give me the ick. I just can't do it. I can't do those games. But you could finally meet Ronan. Oh, hell no. Yeah, oh, that happens. Yeah, I don't know, like, to the female gamers who like do play those games, like, props to you, you know, like no shame in that. I personally just really can't do it. I would rather just not go through like the hassle of that, you know what I mean? It's just too much, I think. Okay, Chiquita. Hi, Kamui. How are you? Why are you ignoring me? Bro's really answering his own question. I know, it was like, and I forgot why, like, my friends didn't really say anything, but they were just kind of like, oh yeah, that happens, you know? And I'm like, I hate this so bad. This is why I play CS instead. It's funny. It's funner. Or funnier. Yeah, I heard that, like, CS isn't as bad. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard that CS is not as bad compared to, like, other games like Valorant and things like that. Here, let me uninstall this one too real quick. I'm still installing games. Hold on. But yeah, sorry. I'm like looking at my games. But yeah, I don't know. So there's like, I'm just very, not that I'm very picky about my games, but there's a reason why I kind of like, you know, I stay away from multiplayer games, like especially open lobby multiplayer games. Like, it's just really not, like, I don't know, I'm kind of too traumatized by like playing those games. Even League, oh my god, low-key, I didn't realize how like kind of traumatized I was playing League until like I took a break from playing it, like after high school. And then I realized, like, when some of my friends were like, hey, do you want to play a match? And I was so terrified, like I was slowly starting to sweat. I was like, you know, and then I think after a couple matches, I was like, you know, I only feel pure anxiety and dread playing this game now. It's like, it's not even fun. And then I realized, like, man, I think low-key, the people I played with this game, like, kind of, like, traumatized me. Because I played with, like, very toxic, like, people, like, growing up. And they would be the kind of people that would, like, be like, oh my god, you fucking suck, how'd you miss that skill shot, oh my god, that's not, oh, why'd you ulti there, like, and I'd be like, oh, like, you know, and I'm a very anxious person already, and you guys know I suck at games too, right? So like, playing with them was just not it was not good. There aren't many shooters that I got into on PC. The only multiplayer competitive shooter I really played was Splitgate before it died off. That's the one that they closed, right? If I remember correctly, like, it was only open for a couple weeks, right? Sounds about right. I had to stop playing Rainbow Six Siege for basically the same reason. Yeah, like, it's unfortunate because those games can be fun. Like, I'm gonna lie, like, as like toxic as the community sometimes may be and like things like that for those kind of games, like they are fun. It just sucks because like there are so many people out there that will ruin that fun. And I don't know, that's also another reason why I'm very like, I don't play with toxic people. Like, I'm very picky on who I play games with. Like, especially competitive type of games, I'm very, very, very picky. Like, I do not want to play with you if you are toxic, you know, like if like there's like the joking toxic of like, oh haha, like, get your shit together kind of thing, right? But then there's like the other kind of toxic of like, oh my god, you're feeding, you're disgusting, I hate you so bad, oh my god, I hope you die, like things like that. Like, that's when I'm like, okay, like, this is just a game, these are just pixels on the screen, your life's not in danger, why are you being this aggressive? Like, that's like, it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, so I get very picky on like who I end up playing with for like certain games, and I'd rather just not deal with it, you know. Like, if I tell someone I don't want to play with you in this game, like, there's a reason why I'm telling you I don't want to play with you, you know what I mean? Like, I've had some people be like, oh, but like, oh I've had people who are like, hey, can I invite like like I'll be okay playing with them, but then they'll be like, oh, can I invite XYZ friend to play with us? And I'll be like, no, I'm not playing with you guys anymore because XYZ person's joining and I don't want to deal with that. Like, I don't want to deal with that anxiety. The only FPS I played during high school was S4 League. I love that game. Too bad Greed destroyed it. It happens with every game, unfortunately. Maybe not every, but you know, so many games out there, unfortunately. Now it's basically Halo with portals. Oh, okay. I was like trying to think of like, oh my, Splitgate sounds familiar. I thought it was like the one that I think, was it Ubisoft? Or I forgot what company came out with it. There was like a game that came out maybe like a year or two ago, I want to say, that like only lived like 2-3 weeks, and then they were like, oh, this is not making any money, let's cut it. I remember getting blasted in a casual match as a visibly new player for playing the objective and not going for kills. That's so annoying. Like, people don't give any leeway to new players, and that makes it even more anxiety inducing. I only heard of S4 League from one song in DJ Maxx, and it was dead when I looked it up. That's so sad. Okay, let me see if I've taken off enough games now. If not, I'll just load up a different game I have that I have not installed. Worst case too, I think I have some like things I can like delete too. Or I'll look up and be like how to play game on OBS on Steam without updating. Let me see, it's at 21%. Maybe it might work. I wonder if I'm like installing games that like are not on the same drive. Okay, I'm going through some of them. Hold on, uninstall. The crime scene is key is hard drive, cleaning out the old games. Yeah, I have so many games on here that I'm like, I don't play this anymore. I have not played this in like years. Like, why do I have this here? Facts. I'm literally so bad at maintaining like my electronics and like things like that. Like, I want to get better, of course, but it's just so hard. Like, and especially because I get so scared of like fucking shit up. I'm so scared of like uninstalling something and then people being like, wait, you needed that, oh my god, that was so important, why'd you delete it? I'll be like, I don't know, I thought I could delete it. I'm for sure gonna be like those like elderly parents that are like those grandparents being like, how do you do this, how do you do that, you know? I'm for sure gonna ask my kids, like my grandkids, like a trillion questions as they get older. Let me see what's the oldest game I still have installed. What else I have on here? Let me take off this one. Did my Steam freeze? Am I installing too many things too fast? Hold on. Okay, no, it's still going. I was like, hello? I mean, worst case, what if it's just a chatting stream? What if we're just chatting the whole time? We're just catching up. We're like, hey, how's it going, guys? What's going on? Kiki hack confirmed. No hag here. No hag here. Okay, I'm still young. I'm so young, so hip, so with the times, you know what I mean? I am not a hag. How dare you? I feel like I should delete Jurassic World Evolution 2, but I really don't want to. Cause I haven't played it in like a while, but I'm like, I don't want to delete it. It's Jurassic Park. Okay. You know what's funny? It says it's still stuck at... Okay, there we go. Let me see if this helps now. Hold on. Maybe it's gonna work now. You know, I have a game on my Steam called Egg, and I don't remember what it's for. Who uses hip anymore? Me. Fuck you, me. Egg. Yeah, it's literally called just Egg, and then when I clicked on it, it's just like brown. Let me look at the store page. Why did I download this game? It's literally just called Egg. Is it an egg clicker? Back in my days, people call it swag. I always thought swag was cringe. Is this just an egg clicker? Hold on, or like a... one of the reviews of the game is click the egg for 15 hours straight over 1 million times. Still the egg hasn't hatched. Pretty good game, recommend. I mean, he does have like 15 hours into this game. Crazy. Must be a blockchain game. I wonder if I downloaded it with like I don't know. But it's just straight up just called egg. Okay, let me uninstall this one. And this game too. And then what else do I have here? I'm not gonna lie, I wonder if like Live 2D is like like VTuber Studio is like maybe not taking up a ton of space, but I wonder if it's taking up more space than I think it is. Uninstall this one. Egg. Imagine I'm like, alright guys, actually today we're just playing egg. We're just playing egg today. There's okay, not related to the game, but there's a game I saw, it's a Japanese game. I actually don't remember what it's called, but I've seen clips of people playing it, and all I've seen is a specific part where like, cause you play as like as a Chihuahua, I think, or maybe as a Shiba. I forgot what dog you play as, but you're supposed to outbark another dog, and I keep seeing streamers like go crazy trying to outbark these other dogs, and it's like an audio thing, right? So you're supposed to bark, and the louder you bark and the more you bark, the more you outbark these dogs. And I'm wondering if I should play it. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen so many clips of these like VTubers just barking, trying to like outbark each other. Yeah, not playing that. You know, I wonder if it is the VODs. It might be the VODs because I've uninstalled so many of these games and it's still like, oh my god, my cats are going at it. You guys be nice to each other. Okay. Hi there, found you via My Ocean. I really liked your design. Oh my god, I haven't been on My Ocean in so long. But hi, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you, Devil Feathers. Glad I could catch a stream. Subscribe. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm sorry, embarrassing stream. I'm trying to download this game. I don't have enough space in my PC for it, so I might play something else. Or maybe we'll just have a chatting stream. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. We'll see how you feel. That's Melin type of game. Or what else is there? Actually, no, you're right. I think Melin would do really well in a barking game. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll send it to her and be like, you should outbark this dog. Let me see here. Do I have enough space now? Let me see. Can I let me figure out how to play this game? Or maybe let me see if I have any other games that I've been meaning to play. Hi, Sean. Hoi, guys. Oh, okay. How about, do you guys want to play like a chill game? We could play like a chill game, like a just chatting type of game. Hold on. Let me open this one up. I downloaded this one because it's kind of cute. And it gave me like a vibe. Hold on, I'll switch over to this game. And then I'll update the thumbnail and everything later. It's called Summer House. And here, let me move things on my screen real quick so that way I'm able to like see what I'm doing. It's basically like you build a house and that's kind of about it. It's kind of like almost like Townscaper or Townscaper, and what is it? What's the other one? No. Something Garden, I think? I forgot what the other game I have is. What happened to Crime Scene Cleaner? I don't have enough storage on my PC to update the game. So I'm trying to find other things to do. Is my Steam just actually low-key kind of messing up because because I try to open the game right now and it says it's opening, but I don't see it opening. So maybe my Steam is low-key just kind of. Did I break my Steam? I wonder if I broke my Steam on accident. So that might be the case. Hold on, let me try doing it again one more time. Cute and vibes, just like my favorite things. Behind the horror and puzzles. Nah, that's crazy. My Oshi's unprepared. No, your Oshi is usually prepared. It's just today there's a slight hiccup. For sure tomorrow I'll be fine because I have Saihata Station already downloaded, so that should be fine. You know, I have a feeling there's a chance that I would uninstalling too many things at once, and I think my Steam might be having a little bit of a hiccup because the game's not opening, but it's telling me that it's opening. You know, it's okay. It can't be a VTuber stream without a what's it called? The scuff. You know, am I right? Am I right, guys? Am I right? Right? You guys relate, right? Right? Joke's on you, we're not here for games. But what if someone comes in being like, fuck, I was really hoping to catch your play crime scene cleaner. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of this. Let me exit out of Steam. I don't know if my model's gonna go, like, it's gonna disappear if I exit Steam. Let me see. Oh, it is. Alright, wait, I'll be back. I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Don't let the empty space fool you. I'm still here. Kia doko? Right here. Where's Kiki? Hold on. Where's my Steam? Hold on. What am I doing here? Oh, she's gone. No, I'm here. Hi, Zep. Is Kiayama technically my Oshi if she's the only one I watch? I'm still not sure about what the term is. Well, Oshi is like anyone who you stan, basically. Or who you're like a big fan of. At least in terms of idols and VTubers. But if you feel like you're a big fan, I think you can add that title. I think. Right? I think that would be a good title. Hold on, I'm gonna pop up in just a second, guys. Jump scare. Hold on. Jump scare in imminent. Coming up. Hold on. There we go. I'm here. What am I doing with my life? Stream but no streamer. Can you guys imagine I just forget to show up to my own stream? Like stream opens, stream runs. I'm just not there. Okay. Oops. Did not mean to shrink. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Wait, no. Hold on. Right here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm like, stop moving. Okay, I'm gonna try to open the game one more time. And hopefully it should be fine. I'm glad you found a cure for being invisible. We were all rooting for you. Okay, let me see. Wait, actually, hold on. I didn't see anything downloading on Steam when I opened it. So let me see if the game, if Crime Scene Cleaner actually did. Okay, I'm gonna resume this download real quick. I'm gonna see if it works now that my Steam's like actually working. I think I was uninstalling too many things at once. And so my Steam was just not having. My Steam was like, why are you doing this? Okay, it's still going. I'm gonna give it like a minute. I'm gonna see if in a minute it goes. If not, here, I'll load up the game. Hold on, let me switch over to gaming and then game capture to. Okay, so this one's called Summer House and it's super cute. Hold on, game, and then to Summer House. Okay, there we go. Is it working? Is it showing up? Please tell me it's showing up. Hello? Oh my god, imagine this game is not going to show up because my OBS isn't working now. Just floating along. I think it was more of an issue trying to launch the game when it wasn't fully updated. Well, I was trying to launch a different game. Why isn't this one showing up now? Hello? Oh, is it this one? I think I have a hunch, just a hunch, that today technology doesn't like me. Is it this program? Hello? It's funny because you guys can hear the game. Game Doko. I gotta love 40 minutes of technical. Have I been live for 40 minutes already? Oh my god, I have. I have been live for 40 minutes already. Damn it. Okay, well, if if oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, finally, there it goes. Okay. Okay, guys, what environment would you like this house to be in? Do you want it to be in this nice like mountainous area, or maybe like in the meadows, or like the city, or maybe like the desert? Gotta go bed soon. Just want to wish you a nice stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. I hope you have a good night and you sleep well. Thank you for stopping by real quick. You can't be a streamer if you can't yap for an hour straight. I mean, low key, very true, very true. I feel like, cause like I've had, thankfully not as a killer, but in with my previous streams and stuff like that, right? I did have a couple streams where I had like 0 viewer average. Like thankfully that didn't last very long either, but like I did have like I think maybe 3 or 4 streams straight with like no one, like not a single person, right? Lovely meadow. Okay, I'll do the meadow. And I knew for those kind of streams, like, you just gotta yap, you just gotta talk, because what are you gonna do? Have a VOD that's like empty, that's like, quiet for like 4 or 5, however many hours? Like, no, you gotta talk, like you gotta yap a bunch. Okay, should I, let me see, go over here? To be honest, this place is so cute. I love the pixelness of it, but also like how it all works. And then here, let me zoom over here. Maybe I'll do this opening right here, unless we're vibing with like the little creek lake here. The only thing is I don't think I can get rid of these trees. That's the only thing. Well, you got fans now. I know. Which is why I'm always like, that's why I'm always like kind of being like, guys, I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys, because I know how it is to like not have any viewers, and it's always so like, oh, no one showed up today kind of thing, but that's why I'm always so thankful for you guys. Kiki's a professional yapper. I really am. I can like yap for a long time, for like ever almost. Genuine question, how was it when you were starting out without an audience? It was rough. Well, okay, because I feel like I got into VTubing with a very specific mindset, like a very specific like idea, because I understood, and I still do understand, like that you like to be any sort of streamer in general, like you need to put in the work, and if you don't put in the work, then like you're not gonna see progress, you know what I mean? Like, and I understood that at the time I wasn't putting enough, at least I don't think I was putting out the correct amount of effort. And of course, like, I did get a couple viewers like in the beginning, like Turkey being one of them. Like Turkey's like one of my like longest, like Turkey and Grass, both of them have been like some of my longest like terms like viewers. But like I didn't get them until like a while in, and I say while kind of loosely, like I think it was over a span of like 2 months, 2-3 months maybe, or maybe 2 months. Maybe 2 months is better or something, right? But and I knew like, okay, I'm getting viewers because I'm able to at least be somewhat entertaining. However I'm like making myself look on stream, it's obviously entertaining enough for people to want to like sit and watch me kind of thing, right? So I knew like at the time, like, oh, I'm not getting any viewers because I'm not like funny enough, I'm not like entertaining enough kind of thing, right? Like, but that wasn't like a big issue for me. Like, it was more of like, I understand what the problem is and I need to like maybe not fix it, but I just need to persevere. I just need to like get through it kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. So of course I was a little like, oh, I wish people would watch me stream, right? But I also understand that like not everyone is cut out for streaming, and not everyone is going to like, you're not guaranteed, just because you stream, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed followers, right? It doesn't mean you're guaranteed people watching you or being into your content, right? Like, that's not what streaming is about, right? I'm gonna put here, I have an idea of what I want this house to be like. So yeah, I want to say it was rough, but I did have like this very specific like idea of like how streaming worked, even though I hadn't streamed before. And so I didn't really feel sad, like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if this is making sense. I didn't feel sad that I didn't have a lot of viewers or attention, because I knew, like, oh, I'm only gonna get the effort that I give back, or I'm only gonna get the attention that I'm giving back to my viewers, kind of thing, right? So I don't know. It was definitely, I want to say it was definitely very hard getting to know people, like like socializing as a VTuber is so difficult because there's so many people who are like, don't talk to small accounts, don't talk to small accounts. And there's obviously a reason for why people are like, don't talk to small accounts, right? And everything, but it's still kind of like, oh, but I'm a small account and I wish I could talk to people, you know, I want to branch out, you know? So it wasn't until I joined Vanguard where I got the chance to like talk to people and socialize and things like that. And that is like, was a really big breakthrough for me. So socializing with other VTubers was like the hardest part, I want to say, for me. It was very difficult socializing and getting connected with people and talking and stuff like that. And I'm you guys know I'm a very, did my game freeze? I did. My computer's fucking up today. You guys know I'm a very shy person, so that was like the hardest part, I want to say, essentially. It was like getting to know people and talk to people. But I don't know, I feel like I go in with like a headspace like of streaming, you know, like I go in with like maybe not no expectations, but with very specific expectations of like, you know, I can't expect X, Y, Z to happen if I don't put in A, B, C. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Honestly, I'm Tiny Glade. It really is. Like, the vibe is so nice and pretty and calm. I really enjoy the vibe. I've played this game a little bit. I've played these games before, but I played this game a little bit because I wanted to like test it and just see like what I can build. And it's so cute. It's such a cute game. BRB, I'm extending your contract. Looks like my ban contract is about to expire, so I'll be unsubscribing. No. I did notice I lost 1 subscriber today. So, but that doesn't bother me. I'm just like, oh, just 1, right? But I was like, dang, I can't believe 1 subscriber left me. Huh, there's a reason why, bro. Why? I'm glad that my mere 4 weeks of knowing about you haven't missed a stream. These have been fun. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad. I do get a little like, oh my god, really? You like watching my streams? Like, are you sure? 100%? Like, you actually want to be here? You're not being held hostage? No one's forcing you? You know? Like, I do get a little like, oh my god, like, I can't believe that you actually enjoy like my company kind of thing, right? Because I personally don't find myself interesting or funny or anything. Like, I do think of myself a little goofy, but like, I don't think it's anything impressive, right? So I'm always like, are you sure you wanna be around me, kind of thing? But I'm always glad like to hear if someone's like, I really enjoy your content. Like, okay, I'm doing something right at least. I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm doing something right. You guys know I'm a shy person. Wait, what? No way. I had no idea. When the channel gets big, let's raid someone. I know. I'm hoping. So for YouTube, at least, to raid people, I need at least 1,000 subscribers. Technically, I'm almost halfway there, so it's not that far off to think of. But sorry, I'm trying to think of a roof. But yeah, like it's about. I think you need like 1,000 to start like officially raiding people on YouTube. So I am definitely looking forward to that point when I get there, because I'm like, technically, like I said, halfway there. You know, like I'm almost there. I don't know how to build, guys. I don't know like architecture. Ooh, wait, should I try? I felt like I was cooking, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know shit about architecture. It's just one sub looks at the sub button. Please no, please. The thing about shy people, they're very interesting and probably small. We know that Kiki's indeed very small. It looks like a cat. Oh, it kind of does. Wait, what if I do like, wait, it looks like a duck almost from here as well. What if I make a little duck house? Wait, I have an idea. Hold on. Can I make a duck house? Those are the doors. Do I have a round top? I do. But I don't think I can make things smaller. Can I? No, I can't. Let me see. Let me see what I'm able to attach on this. Wait, actually, hold on. I think I have the perfect one. I have the perfect one. Hold on. Okay, maybe like that, right? Maybe, right? Maybe My engineering background is getting triggered. Grass is like, no, don't put the roof there. It's not structurally sound. No. Okay, and then we got the. Let me see what windows I can do. Can I do? I'll do this little window right here. And then hold on, and then we still gotta make it a house. So let me see what door. What's a very duckish door? Maybe something like this is kind of cute. The only thing is, it's funny because you can kind of you see behind it. I don't know if there's a way to change that. Actually, is there? Hold on, let me see. Oh, okay, you kind of can't. I didn't know you can make an interior technically. Okay. Let me see here. What else do we need? We need more windows. But is there a discrete window I can pick? I keep clicking doors. Howdy, we making crime scene cleaning. Turkey. The game, I needed to update it and I didn't have the space, so we're playing something different. So we're playing Summer House. It's a chill vibe game. Neither we're building a house. The cleaning game wasn't updating. Yeah, that's my bad. I think next time I'm gonna make sure I update my games before. Usually I don't have a problem with it. Usually I'm fine. This is my first time where I'm like, I can't update this game. What else would make a cute little duck house? Let me see. It's cute because this game has so many little different things to do. Oh wait, what if no. Wait, as a tail? Hold on. How do DuckTales look like? Is it like that? I've sent her an application to help try to make space on her computer. I'm gonna do it today so I can make space. Another house I will never own. It's okay. How many of us will ever own a house? Let's be real. In this economy. Should I put a little vending machine? Is a vending machine too out of the place for the duck? What if I put, wait, I have an idea. What if I put the vending machine like here? Imagine like you just open this duck-shaped home and there's a vending machine in there. Let me see. But it's super cute because there's a bunch of different things you can. Wait, I didn't mean to click on this. There's a bunch of cute little different things to add onto it. I can own it if I sell my feet pics. Oh my god, do you have pretty enough feet to to do that? Oh wait, I have an idea. I can use a rock as the. Oh wait, no, that's too big. Do you have smaller rocks? Hold on. I can use this rock, okay, as the tail. Right? No, is that too big? Hold on, let me see. Let me see here. Or a bush? Would this bush work? Right? And then, hold on, let me delete this thing right here. It kind of blends in, but I think it works, right? I think it worked, right? Dream turkey. Maybe then you'll own a house in that tree. I have feet. But are they... would people be willing to purchase those images? When... Do you have pretty enough feet? You might be surprised. Some people are into nasty feet. Oh, disgusting. Ugh. I don't like that. Perfect. Ugh. What else do I add for a duck? Oh wait, maybe I can do a window to make the wing. Maybe. Do I have a wing type of window here? Like what if I do... Oh wait, can I make a beak? No, that's not beakish. Hold on. Oops. I don't think I'm getting ideas for this duck house. What I learned is when in doubt, someone's into it. Oh my god. People would purchase them, but not because they're cute. Feet aren't cute, Lamel. No matter what it is, someone out there is going to be into it. And disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna restart on this house. Let me see. I Actually, should I just, hold on, should I just delete it? Hold on. I thought I was cooking earlier, but I don't think I was cooking. Okay, let me see. There are certain things for this game where I'm like, I have an idea of what I want to make. I just don't know how to execute that said idea. You know what I mean? Like I can see it. It's like almost in a vision. You know what I mean? But it's just not visioning in the you know what I mean? You know? Okay, and then I'll put this staircase here again because I'm a big fan of staircases. I'm not gonna lie. And then I'll have it like go through there, and then I'm trying to remember how I saw some people build their home. Because I was very interested. I'm like, how are these people building their little homes? Because I feel like everything I've built in this game is very ugly. It's just a question of whether you can find them and if it's worth it. Ah, oh, disgusting. Yeah, I agree, Kiki. BL is really disgusting. Wait, no, that's different. That's different. We are BL lovers here. Am I right, guys? All right, right, guys. Who here loves BL? And then everyone leaves my stream. Hold on, wait. I have an idea. I think I have an idea. Oops. Delete this one. Delete. Oh wait, I didn't want to delete all that. Okay. Okay. This one here. Wait. This one there, and then this one here. Hold on. I might be cooking. I may potentially be cooking slightly. The burner is on at least, right? Right. That it's somewhat sizzling. You might be able to say even. Oh wait, was it this? No, hold on. I'm trying to remember what I was going for. Okay, this one right here. Is this too small of a house? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, that right there, right? And then hold on, and then this one goes here. Hold on. Right? I think that's kind of. Hold on, let me delete a few of these. I don't need all of these here. Okay, hold on. Hold, guys, hold. I think the pot's at least bubbling, right? Maybe it's maybe bubbling a little bit. I wish I could move things, but I don't think. Wait, can I? Is this a button? No, okay, that's not a button for me to move things. That'd be kind of nice if I could. Okay, hold on, guys, hold on. I'm trying to put my Sims architectural work into play here. I'll not answer that question on the grounds of incrimination. Okay, there. Who here's loves BL? Really eyeing that sub button. Wait, no. I don't know about that one, cheat. What? Also, roommate debut when? Oh my god. Annie, you're so greedy. You want my whole life debut. Okay, and then only because I think this little part is cute, I'm gonna like add this right here. And then hold on, and then I think I'm also gonna do like a little platform here, I think. Hold on, and then where is it I'm thinking of? Is that, oh, I see, the platform doesn't go all the way back. I was like, why is it floating there? Okay, and then okay, I think we're cooking here, right? I think the pot is maybe boiling now, maybe, right? When BL stops having cute bottoms, I right. Gopher Nakamura is kind of peak though. Is it? I haven't watched it only because I heard a lot of people say that they watered it down a lot compared to the manga. So I'm like, oh, is it worth watching then? Okay, let me see what door would go. I feel like a little major, like cottagey kind of door, or like a simple door maybe. Something like, is it too basic to have it like here? Oh my god, new block. Is this an old man? Is that an old man and a cat? Oh my god, is it an old lady or old man? What does that look like to you guys? I think it's an old man. That's so cute though. That's so cute. I'm more of a Yuri kind of guy. No, that makes sense. Oops. How do I zoom out again? There we go. The burner is on, ma'am. The lasagna goes on the oven. We don't need this stuff. My yaoi reading stops when their hands are looking normal. It's an old Mario. It is. Wait, is it it's a cat, right? Not a dog, right? I want to make sure. I'd recommend Blue Flag, but it's like BL without the BL, but also has BL, but it doesn't. I think I know what you mean. It kind of like teeters on it. Like, it's not explicitly said, but you know, it's kind of like that hard wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you know, kind of thing, right? Okay, let me see. What's a cute little window? Is cute enough here? Maybe? May chance? Perhaps? Hold on. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to see if I'm still cooking. Or if it's coming out badly. Oh, wait. What if I have, like, these two windows? Maybe no, maybe not. Hold on. Okay. I'm thinking of some windows side to side from each other. Oh, wait. This is kind of cute. If I have, like, this here and this here, maybe? New block? Wait. Who the fuck are you? Why is he so much bigger than the old man? Yeah, cat. Oh no, it's explicit. It just doesn't, but it does. I recommend the anime Free. No BL, just half naked dudes who likes to get wet, bro. Free was actually funny enough. I never watched the anime Free, but I did watch the abridged series, 50% off. I think I've talked about it before. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before on stream too. The abridged 50% off is so fucking funny. Can I have another one up here? Imagine twins up here. Let me see. Oh, maybe hold on. Does this peek out a little bit or no? Am I imagining? Oh, it does peek out a little bit, but the block color doesn't match. Let's see. What if I like have it? Would it make sense to have it here? Maybe not actually. Let me see here. Oh my god, there's a speaking of yaoi and BL actually, there's a game that keeps coming up my feed on Twitter, and I want to play it so bad. I want to play this game so fucking bad, but it's called actually. Okay, it's a Japanese game specifically, so that the name might be a little funny, maybe, or a little maybe not explicit, but kind of explicit, you know. It's called Sodomy Fatale, you know, and it's about you as the player are a bartender, and everyone at the bar is a gay vampire, is a queer vampire. And I want to play it. Oh, I want to play it so bad, guys, but I can't because it's not released in English yet. I think it's only in Japanese so far as I'm aware. But I want to play it so bad. I wanna serve these gay vampires alcohol. About Free, I went to a convention where they were showing a few episodes from the new season of Free. There's a new season? Really? 50% off? Smoke cigarette. I haven't heard that name in a long time. The what? The room for that showing was so full, they did a line going out of the room, and you can hear the people inside singing along to the opening and ending. Oh my god. I remember when Free was so popular. I'll put this window right here. BL Vampire, let's go! Oh yeah, Saf was talking about it. Oh my god! I'm gonna ask her about it, be like, Saf, let's play this game together. Speaking of yaoi and BL, really had the chai tea moment. Sounds like you got a pretty good excuse to learn Japanese now. Yeah, but kanji's so hard. Kanji's so hard. Kanji muzakashi. Oh my god, I get so nervous. I know the word. I get so nervous saying it out loud. Oh, bro, that was years ago. I wanted to make sure. I know what an effing is. You got it? Okay, thank God. I'm like, am I saying the word wrong? I'm like, I forgot what the word is exactly. Not that I forgot, but I'm like, oh, I'm scared I'm gonna fuck up the word. Yes, it is muzukashi. What else? I feel like I want to add another window, but I don't think I have the room to add another window. Oh wait, I have an idea. I can add some more things to this. Do you think this is like a family that would have like their laundry hanging out? I kind of feel so, right? You like this, you know? Or maybe, oh, wait. Maybe like right here, actually, I think is a better idea. And then, what is this? Is this, hold on. Sometimes I need to see things from an angle because I can't quite tell, like, oh, I see. Okay, it's for like the overhead, right? I think like right here. I find it really funny that the kanji for muzukashi is also muzukashi. Like the whole kanji for is that word? The whole kanji? Because I feel like it's kind of rare to see like a single kanji for like a multiple syllable word, right? Like I feel like you don't really ever see that. Ooh, wait, oops, wrong thing. I feel like since there's an old man at this house, I feel like it's only fitting to have like a little like thing out here. Hold on. Actually, that might blend in too much. You might not be able to see it. And then there's a seat somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, I'll put that right there. Only sports manga I want as an anime in my only sports manga I want as an anime is my baseball isekai manga. Baseball isekai manga? That sounds crazy. Baseball isekai. Does he like hit a home run in a new world basically? I mean, I guess I'm not too surprised to hear about a baseball isekai because baseball's so big in Japan. Okay, what if I do small laundry? No? Maybe. What if I do small laundry here? And then what else can I have hanging on there? Maybe like a little like light right here maybe? I think? Was meaning more that it itself was difficult. Oh, I see. I was gonna be like, oh my god, is really kanji for muzukashi the same thing as muzukashi? Please no more blue lock PowerPoint. I remember I watched the first episode of Blue Lock. I'm not gonna lie, I don't quite understand the premise of Blue Lock because I know they're like, oh, we're trying to raise the fastest, best soccer players in Japan so they can play in these like crazy games, right? And I get that, but like soccer is a team sport, but they've put so much emphasis on like you guys are each other's competition. You guys have to battle to the death, basically XYZ. Because I'm like, baseball is not baseball. Sorry, basketball. Wrong sports. Soccer's a team sport. You gotta practice. I don't know. I only watched the first couple episodes, and I kind of really didn't understand the premise. I was like, I guess it makes sense, but it kind of really doesn't. Okay. TV. I don't know if the TV antenna kind of kills it, but I feel like these people would at least have TV, right? Fucking love baseball. It's funny. I don't know much about baseball, but my grandma, my grandpa actually really love baseball. Funny enough, actually, with my grandparents, is my grandma didn't know. She still doesn't know any English really. Like she knows maybe some words here and there, like very slim, very few amount of words, right? And my grandfather, my understanding is that he was like maybe not fluent in it, but he did understand like a decent amount. But they were both really big baseball fans, and they grew up in a time, right, where like a lot of times like they didn't have a TV available for them, because they were my grandparents worked out in the fields for a while, and so sometimes they were like oh my god, I can't talk. Sometimes they were in areas where like TVs weren't available. The only thing they had was like a radio or something, right? And so my grandma like told me that that when they would have baseball games and stuff like that, they would put on like a radio, and my grandma, and they didn't, it's not like they had Spanish radio at the time, right? Like they were in America in like the I think like around the 50s, and like yeah, I think they were, I mean, my grandparents are old now, I'm thinking about it, actually. They were in America during like the 40s and 50s, right? So it's not like they had like Spanish radio that they could listen to, right? So everything was in English. And so both my grandparents learned English phrases for baseball very quickly. And even to this day, like if you say Spanish like like baseball Spanish phrases to my grandma, she won't understand it. But if you say it in English, she'll be like, I know what that is. Like she knows what a home run is, but she doesn't know what it is in Spanish, right? Kind of thing. So I just think it's kind of funny that my grandparents, especially my grandmother, who very like she's like 90 something years old, and she doesn't know much English, but she knows baseball. She knows how to speak baseball terms. General plot is the baseball player has to save the kingdom he isekais to by making them good at baseball because they ended wars by doing life or death baseball. What the hell? Exactly. That's why the giant killing is always the best soccer anime. Satellite dish. Yeah, little satellite dish. I feel like they should have a TV. Maybe like an AC here too. I'll put the AC like right here, I think. To clarify, I love playing it when I do, but watching on the TV is boring. It kind of is. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's coming from me. I don't like watching sports very often. I'm not a big sports watcher fan. Oh, wait, can I put like... There we go. Some texture to it. Some texture. Okay, let me see. Maybe some little plants here and there. I wish I could play with the sizing for these items, because some of these items I understand why, because it's like a pixel game. I know the items are 3D, or like they're 3D through a pixel filter, is my understanding, because you know they change with the position and everything. But I wish I could still adjust the size of the items. I think that'd be kind of nice. And then some here. I'm a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan. I mean, that's too much of like foliage growing on like homes and like other things too. Like I love the overgrown look. I'm like a big fan of overgrown looks. Let me see. What else is there? Is this too much to have on this side right here? Nah, it's probably fine. What else can I add? What else can I throw in? Let me see. Let me see what else there is. I mean, I guess technically I have a trash can, but I feel like the trash can... Actually, no, maybe the trash can kind of fits. If I have the trash can, like, right here... And then... Wait, I think maybe I'm cooking, actually. Hold on. And then... and then... This one, like, right here? You know, I think that kind of works, right? Reminds me of my dad. He doesn't like watching anime, but absolutely loves baseball anime major. That one sounds familiar. That was an older one, right? What else? Oh, I unlocked this one. This one's so cute. It's little like chickens and ducks out in the field and stuff. The only thing is it kind of like doesn't blend in the greatest with certain environments. Okay, here we go. This home is so cute looking. Thank you. I'm trying. It's so hard to make it look cute. I don't want to like over add details, but I want to make it look like kind of like lived in. You know what I mean? You know, like a little like home. Is this too big for this? That might be too big. I want it to look like a humble abode type of thing, like a little small home. You know what I mean? Okay, maybe I'll use a small window here again. Okay, and then what else is there that I can use here? I think these are little flowers, I'm pretty sure. I want to say. I believe so, at least. That's what they look like to me. I haven't figured out if they are or are not flowers, but that's what they look like to me, so I'm going to put them as flowers. And then what's cool about this game too is that you can have it like be daytime or like raining to add some like the like ambiance to it, you know? And then you can also have it set to like nighttime. I don't know, this looks super cute to me, I'm not gonna lie. Can I turn this light on? I guess I can't. Okay. I guess I cannot turn on the light. Should I have an electricity pole? Or does that ruin... Does the electricity pole ruin the look? Where does this connect to? How far does this go? Does it just keep going? Hold on. If I place this... Hold on, let me try to place it and see how far this goes. Okay, there we go. Now it stops. I was like, how far does this go? It's kind of hard to make it look cute. Look at Kiki, know it. Aw. Actually, this reminds me of, I think you'd probably also enjoy Town Square. I have that game, and I love playing it so much. I get carried away with the buildings, though, because I kind of make the buildings very tall. I'm not gonna lie. I try to see how tall I can make it, or I try to see how intricate I can make the buildings. Because I love the little small details of when you combine the homes, basically. Because, like, you'll see little boots or little birds here and there. Or, like, not that you can peek into people's homes, but, like, you can almost, it feels like you can almost do it. And I love it. I love that game so much. The little bird on the roof. I know! There's an option I can pick without the bird, but I'm a big fan of the bird. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my heart can't take it. A little cottage home. Is it still a cottage made out of like stone? Are cottages only made out of wood? I feel like I can add some like more to it, maybe. Like maybe some trees in the background. New block. Oh my god. Did I get a new block with the birds? Oh, more birds. Kind of vibe where you ride the bike down a long gravel road to get home from school. Exactly. Let me see here. Is it the exact same tree? It is the exact same tree. I was like, I'll pick this one. What about this one here? I'll hide it so that way I don't need to put a long pole there. And then maybe some bushes? Would too many bushes be like overkill? Oh wait, I have an idea. Actually. Hold on, can I put some there? And then wait, I think I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking here. There we go. Now I'm cooking a little. There we go. It's so cute. Is this tree just floating here? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Let me lower that. I'm like, wait, it's just floating there. Okay, maybe I need to add another tree. Or I lower... Should I just take this out? I feel like I want to add a little bit of urbanness to it. Just a slight bit. Let me see. Made me realize if it was legal, I'd love to live in a national park type of area. It would be so... I mean, I think you can live near one. I'm not going to lie. I feel like if you live near a national park, you're already going to live in an area like that. Like, I remember when I went to college, I roomed with a girl who, like, lived near, like, a major national park. And she described to me, like, her, like, how her home was, basically. And it was, like... She was, like, the way she described it to me, she's like, yeah, and, like, my town's on this really tall mountain. Like, I have to drive through, like, these small, tiny roads. And, like, when it snows, it gets really dangerous. I don't like driving out when it's snowing. And there's, like, usually no one out there for miles and miles. So I have to make sure I like, plan out my stops. And, like, the way she describes it to me, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, that sounds like... But, like, she's used to living like that, right? But, like, that... I'm like, that just sounds terrifying to me. Like, having to live in, like, those kind of conditions. But I feel like if you live near a national park, this is probably already how your home's gonna look like. I want to make it as tall as possible. Ah, because you're small. No, no. Is that it? Is that everything I could add? Hold on, actually, wait, I forgot. I didn't add this part yet. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna add this a little lower, and then back it up slightly so it's like right here. So it makes the illusion that there's something there, but it's not actually. And then, what if like a little further out, I did like, huh, I think I'm cooking an idea. What if like a little further out, I put like a, actually let me make something a little cryptic. Maybe not cryptic, but like a little like, huh, like something like you'd see in a dream maybe. This, but I'm gonna flip this around. I'll put it like right here, and then let me see if this idea would work. Hold on. Let me see. I'm like, where is it? What am I thinking of? A little phone booth, like right here. And then maybe it's not something you see exactly in a dream, but it kind of reminds me of something in a dream. And then have the light be like, will this stick on? No. Will it, please? I have an idea. Let me flip it. Oh wait, no, wrong button. Flip this one. If I can, okay, right there, good enough right there. Does this light up at night? It does not. And then maybe have like a stone. That's too big. Like a smaller stone out here. Oh, hello? Imagine this game was like low-key a horror game. Like you just didn't know it's a horror game until like you're like an hour in. Okay, here we go. Small rock? Small rock like right here? I think it's kind of cute, right? Like they have a little phone right next to where they live kind of thing, you know what I mean? Right? Low-key, it looks like a Studio Ghibli location. It kind of really does. Oh my god. One of my friends, I'm not gonna say who, one of my friends went not live, but they started playing a game on Steam and their name threw me off. It has something to do with feet and it threw me off so bad. I was like, what the fuck am I reading? Let me see. Anything else I can add here? I can like unlock things too, but I'm wondering how to unlock certain things, like certain of the blocks. I want to unlock more blocks here. Those wires look like fire hazards. OMG. What? What do you mean? They're just in near overgrown trees and you know, with no protection around them. Why did that plant on? You know, what do you mean? There's nothing wrong with this, right? Oops. I wish I could put like another cat or something, like another animal maybe. Maybe like a storm drain. Is a storm drain overkill? Oh wait, hold on. I think I have an idea. Is that like overkill having there? It's very subtle, but I don't know if that's overkill. Let me see. Are these shutters? Sounds like your friend would get along with me. Oh my god. If I had a water bottle, I would spray you with that. A little water spray. I feel, is that all I can add here? Is that everything I have? What is this? A box. Should I add a column? No, I think a column would be overkill. Actually, wait, that kind of looked a little, maybe? I mean, actually, no, it's fine, it's fine. Looked away for a minute. How's this coming next? Like, thank you. Also, cat. I know, a little cat is so cute. I love how their faces just kind of like bounce around and everything too. Yeah, I want to unlock more animals. I just don't know how to unlock more animals. Okay, I don't see anything else I can add here. Unless I do like one of these like... No, that might be too much texture on the home. And then that, I don't know why this area in particular reminds me very much like just like the water in the opening here reminds me of very much like a dream almost. Joke's on you, I'm immune to water. Oops. Oh, if I press space, I see that if I press space it puts down. I see. That's been coming along nicely for much more than a minute. Yay. Should I try a new environment maybe? Or should I build another house on the other side? Because there is a little path here. Maybe I'll build like maybe I'll give them little neighbors real quick. I'll give them some neighbors. Let me see. What is a good? Should I do a wooden home? Wait, is this a crate? Oh, is this crate open? It is. What about this one? What about you? Are you just wood? Okay, I'll give him a little like shed home. Oh, I either build it on or in front. Okay, I'll build it in the front here. Away from the trail. Oh, I was like, oh my god, did I unlock the size button? No, I'm stupid. I just placed it. For some reason, instead of the house, I first spelled cat. So I almost said the cat has been coming along nicely for more than a minute. That'd be funny though. Let me see. Let me see. What else I got here? What else I got here? Hello? There we go. Okay. I was like, hello? What about... Oh, a little tiny block. Is that a cloud or a bird out in the distance? I can't tell what that is over there. By that tree. Let me see. Okay, this one I think was just a wooden... You know, I'll place... Oops. I forget that the right click is a randomizer. You know, I'll put this... I'll put this right here. And then... This one like right here. And then... Another little thing here. I don't know if these are supposed to go together, but it's gonna be like a little shed. A little shed that's not too far out. You know what I mean? Okay, put that right there, and then... Actually, wait, hold on. I think this one's better. Or... This one? And then a little door? What if I had this, like, hobbit door? Let me see. What about... Is this too fancy? I think it's too fancy for, like, a shed. What is a simpler door I can use? Maybe that one? Or is there a simpler one? It's like convenience store. Oops, wrong one. I want like a very bare bone kind of door, but I don't think any of these are quite bare bone. Maybe I'll just do this one. And then I'll put like a single window. I'll give him some vision into the outside world. It's like me to my Sims when I'm trapping them in the basements. And I'm like, I guess I'll give you a little vision somewhere. At least you can kind of see. Oh, wait, actually, maybe instead of that small one. Oh, wait. Okay, I have an idea. Hold on. Okay. So let me get this window here. And then this door here. And let me see. I'll put some notices on it maybe. And I think I'm cooking here. Actually, what's your dream job, Kiki? Just curious. I'm not gonna lie. It's to be a VTuber. My dream job is to be a VTuber. But I can't tell people that. I can't tell people when my parents ask me, they're like, Kiki, what do you wanna be when you grow up? Maybe not when I grow up anymore, you know, because I'm already living on my own. I graduated college, you know what I mean? But like when they're like, oh, what do you want to do in your life, right? I'm like, and I can't tell them like I want to be a little silly anime girl online and make people laugh and smile. Like I can't tell them that. Like they're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like maybe you're not paying enough for therapy. Like, they're gonna be like, what? But like. I do truly want to be a VTuber. Like, I don't know. It's always very hard for me to put into words, but I'm very passionate about, oh wait, maybe this will add some texture. I'm very passionate about my interest of being a VTuber and VTubers in general. Like, I have a lot of feelings. I have a lot of feelings on it, and I don't know if you guys would want to hear them, but I have a lot of feelings on like VTubing, like very positive ones, not bad ones. Of course, there's like a bad side to it and everything, right? But I have a lot of very like positive things I enjoy about VTubers, or I think about when I think about VTubers, like things like that. You know what I mean? What if I put a little vending machine next to it? Maybe not when I grow up anymore. Yeah, because you're old. I'm not old. I'm not. I'm so young. I swear I'm so young. Well, at least you got a small, silly part right. Well, congrats on getting your dream job. How do you walk into this? Into this house? I think it's just... Right? It would be through the door, and then... I don't know how big this house would be on the inside. Oh, do you mean how do I walk into being a VTuber? Is that what you mean? I was like, well, the door's right there. VTuber stuff. It's like, sigh. What do you mean, sigh? I'm like, the door's right there. What are you talking about? But no, I like, so I started like every teen, right? Maybe not every teen, but every person into anime around the time of 2016, right? 2015, 2016. Keys and I became really, really popular, right? Crime scene look cleaner, like a little dip. Hi, Indy. I couldn't get to. I had to download an update, and I didn't have enough space on my PC. So we're going a very different direction today's stream. But yeah, like I think it was mainly 2016 was when like Keys and I started getting popular, right? Ain't no way. I know. Usually I'm like, I'm fine. I'm just gonna boot up the game. And then today I was like, oh, I need an update. Let me go ahead and update it. And I kept getting like the update errors. And I'm like, oh, like I don't have enough space. So after stream today, I for sure need to go and like free up space on my PC. But I was like, oh yeah, because so like when Keys and I started becoming a thing, right? Like that's when like VTubing started becoming popularized. Like, and she's the one who coined, for anyone who doesn't know, she's the one who coined the phrase of VTuber. It stands for virtual YouTuber. So that's where that phrase kind of came about. Maybe get a smaller one. And so I didn't like super hardcore watch her. Like I would see her on my YouTube every once in a while, but I would watch more of like clips, or I would see a lot of screenshots and things like that, right? So that's kind of what got me into the initial idea of VTubing. And I thought to myself, like, that's really cool, because I did like the concept of streaming, but I mean, I don't know. I still kind of have a bad, like, I don't think I'm the prettiest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't have, like, the greatest self-esteem for, like, my image, for the most part. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's mainly because I don't feel very feminine usually, so I'm always kind of like, well, I'm very plain. I'm very, you know. So, anyways, I didn't think I was very fitting for, like, regular streaming. I was like, who wants to watch me? Like, I can't be, like, a face cam streamer, because, like, that's annoying. And I'm a girl, too, so I feel like I can't stream unless I'm face camming, because, like, who just listens to a girl's voice? You know what I mean? Like, it was a little different back in the day, I want to say. Like, where, like, if you were streaming, you kind of had to have a face cam, right? Well, you're doing fine so far. I'm glad to be part of these, so thank you. Aw, thank you. But yeah, so you know, that's kind of like how I at least discovered about VTubing. And then Hololive really like launched VTubers into the EN sphere. But I did watch Hololive a little bit when they were just JP, when they were like, I don't say a small company, because I think by the point I started getting into them, they weren't made small. They're like a medium-sized company, I want to say, you know, for the most part. Can I put this rock somewhere? No? Okay. And so I would watch like Picora like clips here and there, or like Corone, like things like that, right? And then once EN came out, I was like, oh my god, like VTubing, I think that was EN came out 2020, if I remember correctly. And that's when like VTubing started becoming more popular in the English sphere, because it started seeming more like, you know, it's more accessible, right, for people and everything. And so I wanted to be a VTuber, but I was still kind of like, oh, being a VTuber is kind of expensive, because to be a VTuber, like you need to have a model, a rig, a PC. At the time, I did not have a desktop. I had like a laptop. Like I didn't get a desktop until like maybe 2022. So like 4 years ago, when I got my first desktop, right? So I didn't have a desktop for like the longest time, right? So I was like, I know technically some people stream on their laptops, but I'm like, I know it's probably not going to work with me, so I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through the effort. And I didn't have the environment to stream as well, like a good solid environment that was quiet, that was like private, things like that. Like like I was either in college or I was with my parents, and at least my dad for sure is not the biggest privacy respecter. I don't know if your parents are the same, but and so yeah, I was like, I don't have the space to like VTuber or everything. And then finally, once I started getting into a space where I was like, VTubing is actually very possible now. That's when I started kind of looking into like models and artists and things like that too. But I think it wasn't until, I'm not gonna lie, I think Niji Sanji, like Luxium came out, like their wave 4 of their EN branch. I think that's when I started being like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start VTubing. I'm just gonna do it. Like I want to do it. I really want to. I'm really into the culture. Like I'm just gonna do it, kind of thing. And that's kind of how that essentially came about. Where I was like, I'm just like, fuck it. Like if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it, kind of thing, right? But yeah, and so that's how I'm here now. Essentially, was that, I don't know, that might be more of an answer than you expected, but that's kind of how I ended up here. What I'm using is everyone that I asked a question had different answers. Is your previous life your first life? VTuber. Yeah, my previous life is my first life. It was, I had other designs in mind, but I didn't think any of them were like quite fitting. Even my last previous life, like not that my previous life wasn't fitting, but I definitely, like the inspiration I got for it, like I don't match it. Like I wanted to have a very like rebellious type of like like a very like rebellious, aggressive kind of demeanor or kind of vibe or aesthetic. But as you guys know, I that's not me. Like I'm very shy sometimes, and I'm like, I don't want to say I follow the rules or I'm a law-abiding citizen, but I do get a little anxious when I when I get in trouble, right, kind of thing. So, my previous life was just not like. I think it was a cool design that I had, but I was like, oh, like I'm not quite encapsulating what I want it to be. Not that that's bad. I feel like you still make your character with what you. How do I say, like, you still are the character that you are, kind of thing, you know what I mean? And like you make do with what you have, kind of thing, right? But yeah, so my last life was my first one with my VTubing stuff. This stream title should be technical difficulties, and then we get sentimental. Though in all seriousness, this is really cute. Thank you, I appreciate it. I know, I'm like, man, this is maybe it's the vibe of the game is making things sentimental. Like the calm BGM and like the little vibes of like the homes I'm building. He couldn't be a delinquent to save her life. I could not. I really could not. That's impressive, actually. I've seen how some people, oh my god, I can't read. Some VTubers to even struggle with multiple lives. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I do miss my previous life. Every once in a while, I'm like, man, I kind of wish I could go back to it and everything. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, my initial plan was, if Vanguard does not work out, then I'm just gonna graduate this model and then go back to my other life. But then I kind of realized that I got very lucky with like the community I have now, and I'm like, well, if I go back to my previous life, then there's no guarantee I'm gonna keep the community I have, right? Like there's no guarantee of that. And I had already made a good relationship with my artist as well, like my mama. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to like break her heart by like, she spent obviously a lot of time on like the model, so I don't want to like abandon it basically and everything. And so I've decided to like kind of stick with this one. Not that I don't like this model. This model, I think I've shown you guys. I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys before. Like my previous life and like this model are very, very similar. Maybe not this exact outfit, but my original outfit are very, very similar to each other. So I was like, you know what? Like, it's not that different. It's still me in the end, right? Like, I do in my head there's slight different personalities, I think, for both of them, for my previous one and this one. But I'm like, ultimately at the end of the day, it's still me, Like, it's like that Undertale picture where Frisk is looking at the mirror, and the caption's like, it's still you, or at the end of the day, it's still you, right? Or something like that, right? I'm imagining a manga of Key stumbling her way into being a delinquent. Like, I want to so bad. I want to be like a delinquent, but I really can't. I really don't have the ability to. I really want to be a delinquent. I'm at. Oh wait, I read that. Whoops. If Key had her own magnet moved moved to yellow in school, she'd cry. Yes, yes. Oh my god. I remember one time in like one of my teacher's classes, like I got in trouble because I was like one of the very talkative kids was like talking to me, and my teacher was like, "You both of you guys are talking. You sit outside." And I was like, but I wasn't really talking. I was kind of more just listening, right? But even like being told to sit outside, I remember sitting outside and crying. I was like, I'm in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble. You know, I was like so sad. Like I cannot get in trouble, otherwise I get really, really like I get really scared and like anxious. Anyways, I'm reverting to my normal self. Now, cat debut when? I was gonna try to see if I can find one of my cats to like pick up, but I can't find any right now. I gained such a community with this life. Like, gas. So you stayed because of us? Oh, Key, you charmer. I did. Like, I really can't like emphasize it to you guys enough, but I'm like, I really do like VTubing because of the community, and I know a lot of people are always like, I do it for the fans, right, and stuff like that, and like, sorry, I want to see how tall or how this looks on the rooftop, but like I truly do stream because I'm a big like, I really want to make you guys smile and laugh and feel like, even if you guys are just watching my streams, I want you guys to feel accomplished, if that makes sense, you know, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I want you guys to know that I'm streaming because of you guys, you know, like, I'm here because I am enjoying my company, with you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying my company as well. Oh my god, I keep pressing space. But I think if I had like a bad community, if I had people I really didn't enjoy, I think I'd stop streaming. I'd be like, streaming is not for me, right? But you guys really are like the reason why I like to stream. You know, I do open up my streams thinking, I wonder who's gonna join in. I wonder who's gonna talk to today. You know, like things like that, right? Like, but equally at the same time, like, don't feel hostage. Like, I don't want any of you guys to feel hostage in this community or anything. Don't be like, oh, Key has all these feelings and I should stay because, you know, she really like appreciates me, or you know, whatever the, like, I don't know if any of you guys would ever feel like that way, not saying you guys are, but in this scenario, right? Because I also understand that, like, you know what, like, people move on, people change, people get different interests, or their schedules change, whatever the case is, right? Like, I understand when people leave, I understand when people like can't watch streams anymore. And it's funny because I actually saw a post like not too long ago on Twitter of like people being like, oh, I cry when my regulars leave, and I'm like, well, I understand them being sad about it, but like, you know, don't cry. Like they have their own lives, you know, in the same way as like your Oshi probably like you probably didn't stay to your Oshi for, like, you know, like, because people also change their Oshis all the time, right, kind of thing, like, you know. So, but I don't know, I truly do stream because I enjoy streaming for you guys, and I like doing things that you guys would enjoy, you know, and things like that. So it's for you, you know. I try hard because I want you guys to enjoy what I'm putting out. Of course, there's also my, like, a level of like accomplishment from me where I'm like, oh my god, like, my numbers are getting higher, that's a good sign, right? Like, things like that. But I don't put that over you guys. Like, if I started making content that you guys didn't like, and I only made content for the numbers or to get attention or things like that, like, if you guys are like, hey, like, Killer, like, this is cringe, don't do this, or hey, I'm not enjoying your content anymore, I'm not gonna, like, you know, like, things like that, like I want to do what you guys enjoy. I don't want to, like, maybe not sell out, but like, I don't want to make things just to get attention or just to get viewers, you know what I mean? Like, I do it for you guys, you know. Oh, let me scroll up a little bit. Now we'll probably drag people on Vanguard to the previous life, or at least we'll die trying. taking that slice of life manga title, I really want to be a delinquent. I'm just saying that mangas basically already exist. It's basically the plot of Cromartie High. Cromartie High, what's that one? Act the cuteness is overloading. Someone said something to someone say something degenerate to me quick. Oh my god, I can't read. I'll be a slice of life manga. Number, what does that number go to? Huh? What does that number go to? Think of yourself between those two gods. We're not hostage here. We're fine. I say while I struggle with the rope around me. Oh my god. There's like a gun to your head. Oh hell yeah. Just make sure you're enjoying it too. Don't worry, I am. I also make sure I enjoy my content for the most part too. I'm a big like believer on like you should enjoy your content or yourself. Otherwise, like who would enjoy it? You know what I mean? Like I'm a big, what if I put a little pot out here? Is that too much? Is that too nice for this little shed? But yeah, I truly believe as long as you enjoy your like I know like what is it? I remember someone telling me that there's like a rule of thumb for comedians, like comedians don't laugh at their own jokes. And I think that rule of thumb is really stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard because like if who's gonna laugh at your joke if not you? You know what I mean? Like you're the first person to think you're gonna be funny. Like, you know, like I understand the idea like, oh, you shouldn't laugh at your own joke because like you should, it's like an air of confidence almost. But I think you should laugh at your own joke. I think if you're funny, laugh. You know, like you like if you're not making jokes to make yourself laugh, then what's the point, right? So that's kind of how I feel about things. Like I'm not gonna make content I don't want to watch, right? Like, of course, I don't think I'm as funny as people have mentioned. And I don't want to say like everyone thinks I'm hilarious, but like I've had like my mods be like, oh my god, this is really funny. I'm like, are you sure? Like really? You know, but I do try to at least like keep to something where I'm like, I would find this enjoyable. I would think this is funny, you know, kind of thing. Well, I try to be a smartass, but that response is wholesome. Currently seizing from the cute. No, stop. You're big? Well, that's cap. Well, joke's on them. My life is the ultimate joke. Any better know. Oh shit, I could totally have an actual number. Never too late. Is that a real, what does that go to, huh? Out of curiosity, what does that go to? You degenerate. But yeah, that's my little tidbits on things. That's my inner workings, you know. The inner workings of my mind are like an enigma. Antimatter, yes. I don't know what else to put. Should I put more industrial things out here to like make it look more, you know, like old, like a shed, you know? It goes to my boss is a cross-dressing call. Jesus Christ. Wait, are we sharing our favorite numbers? God, no. Well, it actually depends. What are the tags? Actually, no, don't say the tags. Don't say the tags. Never mind. Do not say the tags. Never mind. We're not doing that. What is it? Is it a flag? Oh, it is a flag. Oh, yeah, a little pizza sign? What if this was like a really rundown like pizza spot? How do I get it to flip? Yeah, what if it was just a really rundown pizza spot? What? Is there anything else I can add? Maybe some trash cans too? Or is that too civilized for this? I'm like, is a trash can too civilized? Yes, you're the class captain manager. No. Oh boy, time to pull out the most degen. I mean, a wholesome collection. Oh my god, I'm terrified. Guys, don't pull out the numbers. Don't pull out the numbers. No one here wants to see the numbers, right? I got a little bird. Oh my god, wait, I'm putting that on. Oh wait, it's already there. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute. I don't know what they're going on about my favorite number. Oh wait, but my favorite number is just the number and not connected to something like that. It's 17. Aw, I think 17 is a good number. Like 7 is like a lucky number, right? In general, so I think any number with 7 is like a good number. I think mulch pile might work instead of a trash can if that's available. Let me see. I don't know. I think the closest thing I have to a mulch pile is like this bush. And hold on, maybe if I layer some of the bushes and then I put, what is this? Maybe I put this like, that, I think works, right? I think that works. That burb. Oh my god, Muffin, what's that number? I think any number with 7 is a good number. What about 67? Man, that's I think that's actually an evil number. I think that's like the one exception. I think it's an evil number. E is my favorite number. That's a good choice. A very good choice. Kia, what happened? What? What do you mean Kia? What? Is there anything else I can put here? Muffin's number? She missed it. Wait, what's number? 31415925? Three one four one 59265. 3141 59 265? 300. Wait, huh? Digits of pi. Oh! I was like, what does that go to? Which what title is that one? Don't you put that evil on me? Don't look it up. You get that evil out of here. Be gone, demon. Uh-oh, she's searching. No, I'm not searching. I was trying to piece it in my head. Like, where does that go? What does that go? You know? Oh, GG Kia. Kiki, you're not old enough to see it. Okay, am I old or am I young? Which one is it? Am I too young or am I too old? You gotta decide on that. Oops. Thank goodness she missed the cursed numbers. Wait, what other cursed numbers are there? Is there a cursed number in that list of numbers? Or did you add more cursed numbers? Girl 100% thought it was something degen. She's cooked chat. No. Both. All the above. I'm both too young and too old. Kia, no one's old enough to see those numbers. No one deserves it. Wait, I'm curious now. Where does it go to? I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm curious. Schrodinger's Kiki. Exactly. Do you think this is enough for this home? Do you think I should add anything else? Should I add like a dude? Just, he looks so not fitting there. Like he doesn't belong. Any other windows maybe I can add? Like, no. Maybe like a window up here actually. I think, right? That kind of works, right? I think so. And then maybe like make it look incompleted, right? If I... Oh, what if I just... Hold on. Maybe flip it. Oops. I think that looks fine, right? Oh, she never seen it then? That's good. Just don't trust Kia. Wait, what? Wait, does it actually go to... What does it go to? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know what it goes to. I don't want to know what number that's for, actually. I just saw what that number is. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look up what that number means. I don't know. I don't see anything. Don't. I don't see anything. I do not perceive. Just don't. Like how bad? How bad can it be? Where's the number? Not that I'm gonna look it up. Not that I'm looking it up or anything, but how bad haunt? I forgot I have safe search on. I mean, not that I'm looking it up. I'm not looking it up at any sort of, you know, I'm not looking at it. I was, you know, I was trying to make sure, yeah, you know. Dog, that whole thing's just a train wreck. You might lose yourself. What? Honestly, it isn't that bad, but also the poster child for true degen. Huh? The I'm changing my way of life type bad. Share with chat? No, I'm not sharing. Unless they, well, actually no, I don't know if I want them to share either, because I don't know how bad it's gonna be. One of the reasons I haven't drawn SMT for a long time, huh? This is a cute little home. This is a little cute little thing. Okay, how does it look when it's raining? Okay, what about at night? Aw. I love it that it still looks so warm and cozy on the inside. A little firefly, that's so cute. I'm kind of curious now. Just look at the cute houses. Very zen, thank you. Okay, so they would, so you know, if they live out here, oh, that trail goes out to this little lake. That's so cute though. And then here's a little home. And I give like a 5 out of 10 on the bad scale, lol. It's bad if you really only ingest tame stuff. Man, it must be like horrible for me then, because I only intake the most wholesome hand-holding ever bestowed upon man. So man, it's probably like on a 10 out of 10 scale for me. Okay, I think that's all I could do here. I think I've finished both homes. Maybe I'll try to build. I wish I can like rotate around. I wish I can look around. Okay, maybe I'll build another home. Save. No, wait, do I always have a slot there? Oh, it's another house I built. I'll show you guys this one that I built. I'll write this one. Load. This is one. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where is it? Autosave. Okay. Here it is. Yes. There we go. Bro, I read more degen stuff and I'm traumatized by this one. Huh? Yeah, sure, cute. We don't lie here. What? No one's lying. What do you mean they're lying? This is another little house I built. Kind of a similar vibe / aesthetic of the other one, but just a little bigger. And it's on the actual like this one I felt like, okay, this is like a dream almost of like you wake up here and you're like, this one, okay, the vibe I was getting for this one was like you wake up in this field and there's like little water here and then you kind of like wade through the water and you see like the vibe I was thinking, right? Like I said, it's like you're waking up and then you're like, oh, it's like a relative you haven't seen in a while or something, and they're like waiting for you and they're like, oh, you're home, like let's go get you like cleaned up on the inside and like, you know, like grandma has food on the stove or I don't know, something like that, right? Like something very nostalgic, you know. This is the kind of feeling I wanted to, maybe not feeling, but this is like the scenario I kind of had in mind when I was like building this one. It's so cute. Thank you. It's not about degen stuff. I just hated how much they wanted to make the MC suffer. What number? What what are you guys looking at? Grandma about to be mad that I tracked water to her house. You know, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it should be fine. She'll live with it. She'll be fine. But yeah, and then I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of this little like table they have in this game. This table also feels very nostalgic. I don't know if you guys went to like parties with like little white plastic tables and chairs and stuff like that, and like I don't know, like I remember back in the day, like that was the setup. Like, you'd have like a bunch of these chairs, a bunch of these kind of tables around, and like, you know, and at the end of the night you stack them all up, you know, kind of thing, right? Like, that's what this reminds me of a lot. It kind of almost reminds me of what is it, like in Bad Bunny's oh, what's the album called? I forgot what the acronym is, but like the debería tirar más fotos. You know, like that's what this little table and chair reminds me of like Bad Bunny's like album cover for that song. Because I think he has like a couple chairs out there. Debí tirar más fotos energy. Yes, yes. Quaddle, we're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, when that song first came out, I like started cheering up because like, you know what, you're right, I should have taken more pictures. though I did have to look up the lyrics because there were some lines, because Puerto Rican Spanish is so much different from like Mexican Spanish. I did have to look up what certain things meant, because I was like, what does this word mean? What does that mean? What does this mean? But yeah, this is the little test house I had made. Okay, let me see. Let me go new house. Which is the next one I should do? Should I do, because I've built primarily in this one. I haven't really built on the other two yet. Not gonna lie, first Bad Bunny song I heard was at the Super Bowl. Really? Did you have a specific one you liked? Or were they all kind of bangers? It was a good halftime show too. It really was. Did you know that the couple that got married at that halftime show were like a real life couple that like were actually getting married? I forgot how they got chosen, but I think it's either they sent out like an invite jokingly, or I forgot what it was, but they had actually gone and like you know, they're actually chosen to get married at the Super Bowl. So that's like a real wedding taking place at the Super Bowl. Can you imagine telling your kids like, oh yeah, you know, our wedding, it wasn't that big. It was just at the Super Bowl. That album dropped 2 days before I left to Mexico by myself. It hit so bad. Oh, bro, I would have been in shambles. I would have been like, I would not have been okay. I kept seeing, you know what's so fucked up? I kept seeing that song with edits of like people like missing like their grandparents, and like missing like you know, like a variety of things, like missing their pets, missing their family, and like I was bawling my eyes out at like every video I saw, because like it hits so hard, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm a very emotional person, right? But I was crying at every video, and especially especially the ones with the grandparents, that hit me really hard, because I'm like, because I've only, because I don't have any grandfathers, they both passed, but one has passed, like not recent, but like I was older, so I understood what was going on. One of my grandfathers passed away when I was like 5, so I think maybe 4 actually. I was very young, so you know, I don't have a lot of memories of that grandfather. But with my other grandfather, like he passed when I was like 14 or 15, and I always think back like, oh, I should take more pictures, you know. And he had Parkinson's too, so like his health was like declining a lot, right? So like he just wasn't the same guy. Like my grandfather was just not the same person that I remember growing up with, basically, when he passed. And so I was watching all these videos, and I was like, I'm crying, like this is gonna make me cry. Like, but it's such a good song. I wouldn't even know about them if it weren't for the people complaining about it. Yeah, it's funny because it's like, what is it, like bad publicity is good any publicity is good publicity, right? So even like the bad one like works out for him in his favor, right? Honestly, my folks legit tried telling me the American halftime show was good, let alone better. Never heard a bigger cope in my life. I heard that, I'm not gonna lie, I heard it was really bad. Like, putting politics aside, not that you really can, but putting politics aside, I feel like I saw clips, was not good. That's all I could say. Still haven't seen this year's halftime show. It's not that I don't like Bad Bunny at all. Just don't care for sports. No, that makes sense. I feel like I usually only tune in for like the halftime shows, and then that's it. And I don't really care anything after that. Like I don't know football players besides, I think, Tom Brady, right? He plays football, right? I think that's the only football player I know. I don't know shit about football. I remember going to my high school's football game and accidentally cheering for the wrong team because like I didn't know how the game worked. I didn't know who was winning. So yeah, so sports in general is just not for me. That sounds like a sports player. Yeah, right? Tom Brady sounds like a sports player, right? Right. I'm pretty sure, right? Still haven't seen either of them. I've only seen clips of like the All American, quote unquote All American halftime show, right? And it just was not good. It was not good. I don't know what I'm trying to do yet. Should I do maybe me? Should I try the desert one? Let me look at the desert one. Let me see. Let me go to this little mouse. This looks hot. Let me see. What's a good little area to start in? Oh, is this map bigger? It is bigger. Oh wait, can I build the house on this hill? Actually, hold on. Is that possible? Am I allowed to? I can. Oh my god, I can. Yay. Same. I usually just watch the halftime shows. I went nuts when Kendrick's happened. Oh my god, Kendrick's halftime show was so good. I didn't watch it when it came out because I was like, I don't want to watch halftime. I don't care about football. But then when I saw clips about it, I was like, damn, maybe I should have watched it. That was like crazy. Actually, maybe not this wall. Maybe I'll go for a different wall. What's a good like in the desert vibe? Is it just like a plain wall maybe? Like maybe like this haunt. I have an idea. I'm thinking here. The thoughts are thoughting. And then maybe not actually. Maybe they're not. Okay. How about oops, wrong thing. Is there a bigger one? I think there's a bigger one, right? Okay, here we go. Like right there, maybe, I think, right? One time I played football and I scored for the wrong team and now I don't play any sports after. I just go runs now. Bro, that must suck. And then having to like, and then it sucks because like you have to like, I don't want to say live it down, but you have to kind of like people are gonna remember that. They're gonna be like, oh, like Quaddle was the person who who scored on the wrong team. You know what I mean? Plate clink. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me know if it's too loud or anything. She's using her brain. Impossible. I'm always using my brain. My brain is constantly going. It's constantly doing things. Do I want it to? No, but it's constantly running. Let me see. Should I just go? How do I attach it? Does it just like that? I feel like it's kind of hard to see the home from here because it blends in kind of well with the background. Skip my graduation to be here for you, Kiayama. Wait, what do you mean you skip your what do you mean you skip your graduation? What are you talking about? Don't skip your graduation. Also, hi, soft soda. What do you mean you skipped your graduation? It's her week with the brain cell. One time I played football, accidentally tackled someone down, broke his ankle by accident, and retired at the same day. That's rough. I was 7. Oh my god. Wild. I'm a med student, but I felt like graduation is boring. I'd rather watch you. No. If you're no, if you're a med student, you should go to your graduation. What are you talking about? I appreciate it, but what do you mean? Oh my god. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. I'm just here building houses. Is this a good roof to put on here? Is that good? I remember my coworker talking about a football team he really liked, and I'm like, oh right, didn't they choke a Super Bowl game a few years ago? Turns out that happened like 15 years ago. Oh my god. Now that's dedication? No! Same. Sometimes it would be boring. Soft soda seeing a patient. So you watch Killer Kiayama? Imagine like do you watch VTubers? Do you like VTubers? Like I don't care if your arm hurts. Do you answer the question? Do you like VTubers? It gives me the same vibe. Have you guys watched the anime? Oh my god, what's it called? It's Inuyashiki, I think is what it's called. Where it's like the old guy and the kid get like they become like androids, like alien androids basically, right? And like the kid is like a menace and he's like a villain and he goes like he's like you know breaking into people's homes and things like that. And then he goes with this one girl and after like basically like deleting her whole family basically, he's like, do you like One Piece? And she's like crying because she's like, oh my god, my mom, my dad. And he's like, shut up, do you like One Piece? Answer the question. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, who's your favorite character, really? Like I'm a neurosurgeon. Oh my god, I'm a new neurosurgeon and general surgeon, so sometimes we do surgeries at student hospitals. Oh my god, I think you're too smart to be in this stream. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna be watching me be like, this girl has like 3 brain cells. Actually no, that's being too generous. This girl has like 2 brain cells. Yes, the ending made me cry, bro. I couldn't get to the ending. I felt so bad for so many characters in that anime. I really just could not get to the ending. Let me see. What's a good roof? Is this one? Right there. I don't know if this is fitting or not. Right in the bath is crazy. Yes, yes. I know I see what you're talking about. So, oh my god. Soft soda during surgery. Have you seen the upcoming VTuber named Killer Kiayama? Soft soda is banned for being too smart. I'm like, sorry, I'm gonna save your brain cells. I'm gonna ban you from the community. No, crazy. I wouldn't do that, but that'd just be a funny reason. Like, oh yeah, I got kicked out of this VTuber stream because I was too smart. I was too qualified to be here. Sometimes when a patient wants to watch something, I put on VTubers or the news because sometimes we get to pick what's appropriate for the patient to watch. That's kind of cool, actually, and very sweet. What VTubers do you put on for your patients out of curiosity? Then soft soda can operate Kiki some brain cells. Give me the best brain cells you got. Oh, did you come into the stream being like, oh, this VTuber is playing crime scene cleaner, and then come and be like, she's not playing crime scene cleaner? Oh, I can have like these barn doors maybe. I'll put it like right here, I think. I think you're too smart to be here. Kia is just casually saying the rest of us are dumb. I see it. No, you guys are not too dumb, but I I feel like if you're a neurosurgeon med student, I think that does put us, you know what I mean? Muffin, it appears you're just too stupid to realize how true that is. Looks like Kiki's on a watch list then. Wait, I got a few young patients like you and Vantacrow. Bro, I love Vantacrowbringer, I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch enough of his streams, but I do watch a lot of his clips, and I'm like, the amount of things that man says. My favorite clip of Vanta is when the 3 of them, him, Yuki, and oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. But you know, the 3 of them, right? They when they were playing the fan made game, and I think like the lines were like all 3 of them saying like, I love you guys, and then Vanta just would go like, gay, and then finally his line in the game says gay, and then I don't know how to explain the clip well enough, but that's my favorite clip of him. It's just that moment. Get her the tech literacy brain cells. Yeah, I thought I see you cleaning bodies. I know, I'm so sorry. I need to change the thumbnail. It's because I was going to play the game initially, but I don't have enough space on my computer for the update, and so I was like, oh, I can't play this game, and I don't feel like trying to figure out how to play it. Like, so that's basically what happened. Kiki Young? Funny soft soda. I am so young. I am so young. How dare you? He's live right now, actually. I have 4 tabs of all my favorite VTubers. Oh my god. Wait, who else do you have open? Out of curiosity. Just wondering. as a big VTuber fan myself, while wondering who's on. What else should I add? I feel like I'm drawing blanks with this house. Gerard and Octavio? Ooh, also good choices. Very good choices. I don't watch enough of the Holostars as I should. I really want to, but I feel like a lot of times like they stream at the same time I'm streaming, or they're streaming a game. I'm like, wait, I don't want to watch that yet. I don't want to watch it because I don't want to spoil it for myself, you know, kind of thing. But I do want to support them more, especially after like all the updates of like how it's going for Holostars. I'm like, you know, I need to support these men because they are going through it. I also have 4 tabs open. All Kiki stream though. Wait, what other streams are you? What other streams do you have open? I watch you when I'm on night shift because it's super sterile and dark times. It's a bit terrifying. Really? You watch me? Really? And I would imagine, I'm not gonna lie, being at a hospital at night or any sort of like medical facility at night is like terrifying. I remember the only time I've ever had to go to like the doctors or anything at night was like the ER. I think twice I've been to the ER at night, and both times I always feel like kind of like a liminal space, but like not quite, but it's like almost there, you know? Personally, a Hakito myself. Bro, Haka's so funny. He's genuinely so funny. Especially as like a Latino too. There's so many things where I'm like, bro, it's so relatable. Kiayama, do not bring up other streamers. Also, Kiayama, someone say VTubers. Okay, well, I have that rule. Okay, I have that rule specifically for like if I bring it up, that's different. Like if I bring it up, that's fine. Like go ahead, right? Kind of thing, right? Or if I'm asking questions, like totally okay, it's on the table. Go ahead, right? But if like someone is on my stream and they're like, go watch this VTuber, go watch, like unprompted, random, like things like that, like that's usually seem kind of rude because it's like a promotion of like, don't watch this person, go watch this other person kind of thing, right? If it's also my friends too, like if it's like Melin, Saphyre, Pax, like Yami, like people like that, like go ahead, bring them up. Like I like to know about my friends and things like that, right? But if it's like you're randomly being like, go watch this VTuber, like that makes me feel kind of like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, why are you bringing it up, you know? But just, you know, if I'm asking questions, feel free. I'm a big VTuber lover myself, you know? It's just more so to make sure that conversations don't get like derailed, or people aren't like, why aren't you like XYZ VTuber, or why aren't you doing, you know, things like that, right? Like that's kind of like what that rule is mostly there for, you know? I'm at work on mobile, so I'm watching you while playing Arknights. Are you winning? I'm in the hospital walls. Irina, you're just crawling, listening to the patients. Kiki hearing she has a fan is for me. No, yeah, seriously. Anytime I'm like someone joins in, I'm like, really? You're watching me? Are you sure? Like, do you got the right channel? Are you sure? Are you on the right stream? Once there was a code blue while you were playing on my computer, so we went to Crash Carts and Surgery while you were still playing. Oh my god, really? Do you remember what stream that was out of curiosity? I was wondering what I was playing. Sorry for my bad grammar. I'm only using Google Translate. My English is not my first language. No, that's okay. Wait, out of curiosity, what is your first language? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to share. If you don't want to share, that's okay. But what is your first language? You should watch Kiki's. You should watch this weird fish VTuber Kiayama. Was the name? She's small. I'm not a fish. I'm a orca. That's a mammal, actually. Actually, a little nerd pointing up emoji. Lapland and Hoshiguma are hard carrying right now, so yes. Glad to see you back on my YouTube rec, Granny. Was I not on your YouTube rec for a while? Who did you see to become a VTuber? Did you base your model on any VTubers or characters? No, actually, funny enough, we were talking about this earlier, even. I got into VTubers because I watched, Keys and I. Long story short, I watched Keys and I, so she was my first, exposure to VTubing. And then Hollow EN was, was the first time where I was like, I wish I could do that. Like, I want to do that, right? And then, I think funny enough, when Luxium of Nijisanji debuted, and I saw Shu and Mista, I was a big Shu is still my Kami Oshi. Shu Yamino, Kami Oshi, right? When I saw them go live, and I was like, oh my god, Nijisanji is low key I don't know. I really enjoyed Niji Sanji. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try to start applying. I'm gonna start trying to like become a VTuber and things like that. But watching Luxium debut was kind of like my, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna start becoming a VTuber. And then I got this model from, cause I joined a small agency. I had a previous life, but then I was like, you know what? Just so I can start like auditioning to agencies, big or small, right? I'm gonna audition. And I auditioned to this one small agency called Vanguard, and I got in, and so the model was already preset and everything. But funny enough, it's actually very, very similar to my it's very, very similar to my initial first life design. Like not this model I'm using exactly right now, but the first outfit to this model was very, very similar to my previous life. Dude, my cat's trying to eat my headphone cable. No, bro, cats are evil when it comes to like cords. I don't know what it is, but cats are addicted to cords. I'm a big fan of this window. I don't know why. I really like this open window. No, bro, you were gone. I can't believe the Killer Kiayama was on my rec. All right, well, that's what you gotta do, okay? You gotta click the little bell icon, and then, oh my god, it sounds so cringe saying that. So click the little bell icon, and then you put it on always alert, and then that's how I'm always there. I can always be there watching. Korean and Filipino. I only know a little bit of basic English for some conversations. Oh. What's cool though, at least they speak Korean and Filipino. I unfortunately don't know any words in Korean or Filipino. Is it Tagalog you speak specifically, or just a different form of Filipino? I don't know any words, unfortunately, in either. I know Korean. I think the only word... I only know 2 words in Korean. I only know, like, 안녕하세요, and then shiba. Shiba. That's the only 2 words I know. Cringe Kiki, stop. Careful, you might get alerts 20 hours after she's live because YouTube. You also know when they're streaming if you do that. Exactly. Not being good at English is very hard because sometimes someone talks to me in English and I try to guess what they say when I don't know what they say. That makes sense because I think English is a very like difficult language to begin with. I think English is very, very different from like a lot of other languages. So it's very hard. I mean, thankfully, there's a lot of other languages kind of borrow English words. So there's some words out there that kind of like overlap a little bit, but it definitely is very hard because like, especially Americans use so much slang and so many like filler words that it can be really hard to figure out exactly what's being said if you're not a native speaker. But you know, like obviously like native speakers don't think about that. They don't think, oh, is this slang? Is this something that this person would be able to understand? You know, like they just kind of say what they say, right? 'Cause, you know, but I understand English can be very, very difficult. I'm still stuck on this. Like, what am I building here? Yeah, I'll put this maybe I'll make it like a little like barn almost. I've never felt the need to use the bell for notifications. I just open up subscription page and watch from there. That's smart. I kind of do that too sometimes. I'll like open up, be like, who's streaming right now? Funny enough, I almost never go on Twitch. If I'm on Twitch to watch a stream, it's because I'm specifically clicking to go on Twitch kind of thing. But if I want to watch a stream, like an active stream, I just go on YouTube and I look at my subscriptions. Like I really don't go on Twitch for anything. YouTube's always my go-to for streams. I used to cry when I was first introduced to English and have to learn and write and how to use grammar. No, it's okay. It's okay. At least right now you're communicating perfectly. Even if you're using a translator, you know, I'm getting the messages across. You know, you're doing great. You're doing a good job. And Discord has been good enough to catch when stream starts. Thankfully, every once in a while I do have to jump in and be like, okay, let me just link my own stream because Discord's not notifying. Do you ever struggle with certain language? Yes. I struggle with right now. So I speak Spanish and English, but Spanish, even though it's my first language, I struggle a lot I understand it better than I speak it. So there's a lot of words I have trouble with saying because you have to roll your R's, like you have to make the r sound, right? And sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. And that's very hard for me to do. and there's some words in Spanish you need to roll your R's for, because there's one R sound and there's a double R sound, and you need to make those very like apparent when you're speaking about certain things, right? So I do struggle with Spanish, and then with Japanese too. I'm trying to learn Japanese, and Japanese is very difficult for me. Like there are some things that are easy about it, but then there's other parts that like really trip me up, where I'm like, I can pick up certain words, but like the structures, I think the sentence structure is a little difficult for me to like super piece together. And also like kanji is very difficult. Kanji is very hard to read. So that's the stuff I struggle with Japanese. What window? I already clicked that one. I'm stupid. Should I put a double window here? No. Oh yeah, I should teach Kiki some Malay words like saf. What are some no curse words? Actually, well, nothing that get me in trouble on YouTube, but what are some Malay words? I'm curious. What am I looking for? I don't even know what I'm looking for at this point. I'm just clicking things. Kiki, try to say Macau Hijau. Macau Hijau? Is that how you pronounce it, or am I pronouncing it differently? True, like caro, expensive, and caro, car. There's carro and caro. I don't know if I rolled my R right. Or like the word, like saying like pera and perra. It's so, like there's some words you gotta make sure you say the right R. You brought up Holostars, and now Twitter recommends me follow Flay. I don't know who this is, but Big Brother heard you. bro, Flayon, low key, like him and Albin Knox from Niji Sanji are like my inspos for certain things. Like both of them have like, how do I word this? Like on streams, they both have talked about how like they've worked hard, you know? Especially Flayon, he's like, I've worked, because someone's like, oh, were you surprised when you got into Niji-san? Or sorry, wrong agency. That's Flayon. Were you surprised when you got into Holostars? And he was like, no, I wasn't surprised at all. I wouldn't have applied if I didn't think I could get in. And he said that he's like, you know, I've worked hard enough on my skills and on my talents where like I know where I'm at. I know my worth, you know. And he's like, and I worked hard to get them to where they're at, so I'm not surprised at all, kind of thing. And it does sound cocky, but it's like, you know, it's true. Like, you know, if you have to believe in yourself, right? Like, you have to work hard to get results, you know. And then Albin Knox too, he, like, I always use him as inspiration for a lot of things too, because like, for example, when he joined Niji Sanji, he didn't know any Japanese whatsoever. He knew like the very basic Japanese, right? And now he can have full conversations. He's actually been on like full JP streams. He's actually at, because there's Niji Fest recently in Japan. He actually was in a concert with a bunch of other like the JP livers. And so it's like one of those things of like, if you work hard, you'll get there, you know. So Flayon and Albin are like the two streamers I look at for like inspiration of like, you know what, like if you work hard, you'll get there. Like, it's hard work, but you'll get there, you know? Say in one breath, Macau Hijau. Like that, Macau Hijau? Right? Is that it? Wait, what am I saying? What are you telling me to say? How to apply to be a VTuber if I ever become unemployed as a surgeon? Just find a model and click go live. You can find, I'm not gonna lie, if you don't have the money to get a custom model, go on Booth. Like, I believe it's Booth. Let me see what the full website's called. It's Booth, I think TM? Hold on, let me see. Booth. Oh, it's Booth, spelled BOOTH.PM. Booth PM. And then on there, it's a Japanese website that you can buy like a variety of different things on. But you can also buy models on there, and they take, because some Japanese websites only take Japanese bank information, but this one takes all forms of like, you know, PayPal or anything else, right? Like credit cards, things like that. So I recommend going on there because there's some really nice models for cheap. Of course, they're not like personalized models, but if you're okay using like a public model, they're, like I said, really nice quality. Then I would recommend going there because there's some models where I've bookmarked. I'm like, I'm never buying this, but this is really nice. So I want to have it here. Yeah. Wait, what does it mean? Make sure to say it to staff whenever you have the chance. Well, what does it mean? What does it mean though? Where to look for agencies? I look on Twitter or X, however you call it by. But on there, there's usually a lot of, like right now, there's a lot of agencies hiring. There's, on the top of my head, I believe, oops, I believe agencies hiring right now that have applications open, were Niji Sanji En, there's Ijigenia, there's I'm trying to think what other agents. Well, if you might have to look for, if you speak Filipino and Korean, you might have to look for agencies that are like specifically for those languages, because I know of English agencies. I'm not sure of other agencies. But that's not, that shouldn't stop you. If you keep practicing at your English, I know you'll get there. And if you keep practicing, then you'll be able to apply with no problem. But I would recommend looking at agencies with languages that you're comfortable speaking, and then go from there. I don't have a lot of recommendations on foreign language agencies like with open applications right now, but if you go on Twitter and you search up, like Filipino agency or Korean agency or whatever other language you speak, you'll probably find something. And if you don't find something, that's okay. Go at it solo. See how you like it for a little bit. See if you enjoy the feeling of streaming or the vibes of it, I'm not telling you, but it's nothing as bad as the F word. I'm curious now. I remember finding a few popular streamers exact models on Booth. No, yeah, Booth has some like really nice models on there, and unless you go looking on Booth, you won't really find other people with that model. You know what I mean? But it's funny. Wait, what is it though? I'm curious. What is the criteria for it? A lot of times agencies' criterias are you have to be over the age of 18. And you have to, sometimes it's different. It depends on what they're looking for. But usually you have to be over the age of 18, speak that language fluently. So if you're applying for, EN, it's gonna be English. If you're applying for, Korean, it has to be Korean, or Filipino, so on and so forth, right? You have to speak that language fluently. A lot of times they ask you for minimum 1 year commitment to the company. So they want you to stream with them for at least a year. And sometimes they put hours, like very specific hours, like we want you to stream for 30 hours, or we want you to stream 20 hours a week or something, right? But sometimes they'll put as long as you're streaming like 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week kind of thing, right? That's like usually the bare bone criteria, is like you're able to commit for a year, you speak the language fluently, and you're able to stream for a certain amount of time. And then sometimes they'll add additional things onto there too. Like sometimes they're like, I'm looking for, like, in this agency, we're looking for singers, or we're looking for voice actors. We're looking for loud people, soft-spoken people. Sometimes they'll have their own criterias, but you just have to look and see what they want exactly. But usually they'll have something on there. And then auditions are hard. Auditions are not easy, but if you feel confident in yourself, then I think you should give it a shot. Hi, Jose. Was crime scene clear too scary? We couldn't get the game to load because I don't have enough storage for the update. So we're building houses. I can't find good windows. I keep just going between different windows. Okay, this one. That's not right. Here. Yeah, I should put this one a little closer, actually. And like here. Okay, there we go. Do you have to be good with your words and charismatic? I think you do, for the most part. They do, a lot of times agencies do ask that you're that you know how to say certain things. So obviously they don't want someone who says something inappropriate, says something wrong, kind of thing, right? They want someone who's already a little more like aware of how to speak, or like what certain things to say and things like that. So there is like, they do look for experience essentially streaming. Like, do you know how to speak to a crowd, how to keep people's attention, things like that. Because I feel like if I was boring, I would be boring because if I'm quite loud. I think you're fine, because there's some streamers out there who are very loud and are boring, like Gerard being one of them. But as long as you're having fun and you're careful about how you present yourself online, then I think you're fine. I think you're okay as long as you're having fun and you're not being too, like, you're not saying mean things or being a bully or things like that, right? I think you're fine. Well, I don't have any talent. Ironically shy, so I'm cooked. You got it. Go ahead, audition. You got this. What if I put these like windows up here? I don't know if that fits, but that's going up there now. I just realized you're making a barn. Yeah, it's basically a barn. Yeah, it's basically just a barn. Okay, let me see. Would a barn still have antennas? I can't say mean things. Yep, I'm cooked. Unless you want to be like a rage baiter kind of like streamer. Wait, if I put a green tree or anything, will it reflect? No, it's not yellow. Let me see. I know we're in a desert, but it'd be nice if it was like, if the plants were like dead or kind of dying, you know what I mean? I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but I'm kind of lost. But I do kind of understand your advice. I'm sorry. I hope it makes sense. Hopefully. Maybe I'll make a video, but I don't know. I don't think I'm experienced enough in the topic. But maybe I'll make a video, because I don't think I'm experienced enough to tell you what's good and what's not good for an audition, but I am very obsessed with VTubers. So I feel like in that regard, I'm like slightly qualified, because I know a lot about VTubers. I'm a very like VTuber obsessed person. The window in the bottom right triggered my OCD limit. What do you mean? What's wrong with it? You sound experienced enough though. I feel like, I don't know if it's experience though. Like, I think I just know a lot about it. Like, I before I became a VTuber, I also didn't go in blind. I wasn't like, I'm gonna become a VTuber and like, and this is what's gonna happen. Like I went into being a VTuber very like I'm gonna stream these kind of things. Like, I'm not gonna tweet about this. Like, you can even ask my manager. Like, if you ask Scott, I don't know if he's still here. I think he might have dipped out already. But even if you ask Scott, like, I like when I first, like, when he first started managing me, basically, I told him, I was like, I'm very careful with what I post, especially like online. Like, I am very like, I have basically like, if someone from an agency wouldn't post it, why would I post it, kind of thing, right? Like, I'm very, very careful, like what I say, like what I like, even pictures. I'm very careful with like the pictures that I post, not just for my privacy, but also like I don't want to like break immersion or anything like that, right? Because I know a lot of people like, they enjoy like quote unquote breaking immersion, and it's like them in a cosplay or whatever the case is, right? Even if they're blurring their face, oh my god, blurring their face. But I'm very, very, very careful about what I post, and it's all basically just because I watched so many like agency VTubers, and I also like watch VTubers become a thing, right? I've seen, even before I started streaming, I saw so many controversies where I'm like, this is like a nothing burger. Why is this a controversy? But I saw people get in trouble for things, right? Even if I didn't see a problem with it, like, it was so controversial, right? So when I first started, like, even before I started streaming, I was very much like, there's obviously a line that people have drawn, and I have to be very careful not to cross it. Even if like it's not anything I think is crazy, like, I have to be very careful with it, because I've seen people get in trouble for things that I don't think is that bad, but clearly other people care enough about it, kind of thing. And also just to keep my privacy, you know, just as a added layer to making sure like I'm protecting myself, you know. I'll get some communication classes because as a med student, I'm supposed to know how to speak English. That's okay. If you want, just have my videos playing in the background, and then hopefully some of that English will like bleed in like mitosis, you know. it'll like is mitosis the right word? It'll you'll absorb the English. But I'm behind on that. That's okay. I believe in you. I believe you can do it. I believe in you. With hard work and persistence, you can do it. You know darn well it isn't centered about what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's centered enough. Okay, how about this? Okay, what about that? Is that better? Is this the window you're talking about, right? You're thinking osmosis. There we go. Like, what now? Osmosis. I hope I can get better at English so I can understand more of what you're saying. That's okay. You'll get there. I believe in you. You can do it. Oh, Kiki 2026. Thank you. Now the one above it. Which one? Oh, is it because it's not like in line with... It's because not aligned with this one? I suppose... Here, let me go ahead and let me fix it. I suppose... Like... Right there, technically, I think, right? But then I don't like that. Hold on, I'm fixing this. Hold on, and then... Oops. I'll put... What was the window I just used? Was it this one? It can't quite... Wait, what if I just do like that? It can't quite sit in the center, but what if I just do like that? There we go. Close enough. Osmosis Jones. I suppose. Key, my lord. It's too good to me. It's just a little barn, basically, at this point. There's not much here. Oops, wrong thing. What else do I add? I feel like a little flag maybe might go on it. Like a little Han. Maybe like right here? Maybe? Actually no, I'm not vibing with that. Oh, what about a little umbrella? What a little umbrella? Do you think that would... maybe not. Maybe not the umbrella. Oh, wait. I have an idea. This flag, maybe? I don't know if flags go in barns, but now they do. Let me see. Let me see what else I have here. Would a little, like, accent like this go well with this? Or no? It's not. It's not. Maybe not. My friends have been purposely talking to me in English with many slangs. Can I ask you what some of them mean? Yeah, sure. Hopefully none of them are too bad. But yeah, sure. Go ahead and ask which slangs you're confused about. And I can try my best to explain it. Let me see. Maybe... Would this be a good mailbox? This one right here? I think that's like a good mailbox, right? That's a cowboy barn. I'm yeehaw for it. Oh my god, I saw a video of a guy being like, Americans don't know what hot dog sauce is. And me included were all like, what the fuck is hot dog sauce? And he was like, you guys don't know what hot dog sauce is? He's like, hey, there's an American flag on the bottle and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm kind of curious of what hot dog sauce... Yeah, hot dog sauce is what he called it. And I'm very curious of what it is. I can imagine it's like a mix of like ketchup and mustard and maybe relish or something. But I was like, hot dog sauce? What the hell? Literally never heard of hot dog... Exactly, yeah. I've never heard of it either. This guy basically was saying that he was told by his friends... And he showed a picture of it, so I believe it's a real product. But his friends had told him that Americans always use hot dog sauce, and he believed it because the bottle has like an American flag on it, and like, and you know, it just seems like a very American thing to have, right? And so he had talked to some American friends, And it was like, oh yeah, like use hot dog sauce, right? And they're like, no, what is that? And he's like, what do you mean? Like, are you guys dumb? You guys don't know what hot dogs is? And you guys are American? And then he went on Twitter and was like, you guys have to know what this is, right? And literally not a single American was like, what is it? Like, every American was like, what is that? What are you talking about? And, and then he learned that it was not an American thing. It has an American flag and everything on it. Ah, yes, definitive proof that something is from America. I know, like, I know people think of Americans in a specific way, in a certain light, because, you know, we have gained a reputation, I will say, for not being the most, you know, for, you know, a reputation for all sorts of things, right? But there's definitely sometimes where I'm like, that is not American at all. Oh, do you mean coney sauce? What's coney sauce? Coney sauce? What's that? Is that a brand or is that like a flavoring? Now I'm curious. Oh, should I put is a billboard out here like appropriate? I don't know if it is. Maybe like right there. I guess from Sonic. Coney sauce is like meat chili sauce for hot dogs. Interesting. What do you mean Americans don't have hot dog sauce? Bald eagles and monster truck. Well, we do have the other two, just not hot dog sauce. Actually, let me put this right here, maybe. Sonic the fast food place, not the game. Bro, Sonic is so good, I'm not gonna lie. What is the abbreviation? Like the ATSIG or piece of cake? ATSIG. I don't think I know ATSIG. I don't think I know that one, so I'm not sure. I can't answer that. But piece of cake means easy. No problem. Easy. That's what piece of cake means. Like, oh, I can do this. It's a piece of cake. I can do it. It's easy. You know, that's what piece of cake means. I also came up when I looked up hot dog sauce. Interesting. What does under the weather mean? So I can use it with my friends and impress them. Under the weather means like sick or sad. Like you feel bad. You're like, oh, I have a cold today, so I'm feeling under the weather. Or, oh, I'm really sad today. I'm under the weather. You know, like it's you're feeling bad. That's when you're feeling down. I feel like you can say under the weather too, to say like you're feeling. I've used it in that way at least. Am I using it wrong? Imagine being under a sad little rain cloud. Yeah. When you're under the weather, you're feeling bad basically. Like you're not feeling good. When you're feeling down, that also means sad. I feel like there's not much going on with this house I'm building. I feel like I keep getting not distracted, but I'm like, what am I building? What am I doing again? Oh, like the raining? Kinda. It's like oh, I feel sick, or I have a cold, or I have a fever. Or it can also be like I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling, you know, like depressed. You know, like things like that. Like you're physically or emotionally not feeling good. I'm trying not to use Google Translate type so I can practice. That's smart. I think you're doing a good job. I think you're doing good. I'm gonna add a tree. Just a random tree. Right there. Should I add a little awning maybe? Kind of thing? Just her screaming in the distance while at work, then a truck of high schoolers drive by, and I remember that school let out yesterday. I was real worried for a sec. Imagine you're like, what's happening? Oh, okay, never mind. It's just high schoolers. You know the usual state of Kiki's chat? Under the sea. Under the sea. For ATSIG, do they mean ASTIG? What is... That apparently is Tagalog word for cool. Oh. I'm learning something new now, too. I need a Tagalog speaker here. Let me see. What else can I add? Same, I had no idea. I was like, I don't think I've ever heard that acronym before. What if I do? Oh, what if I put a sign over here? I'm putting it over the window. That window's gonna be blocked forever. Meaning of hit the hay? Hit the hay is sleep. Like sleeping. Like me. Like I'm going to sleep tonight. Like I'm hitting the hay. I'm going home and sleeping, you know, kind of thing. It's just sleeping basically. Like you're going home to rest. You guys can't see. I'm doing little hand signs, little hand like motions when I'm doing these. Okay, I'm gonna add a little drain here. I feel like a drain here is perfect, right there. Try clothes. Oh, clothes. Why not? Kia, the sign is on backwards. I don't know how to flip it. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I know how to flip it. Hold on. Okay, and then where is it? Here? Okay, here and then flip. There we go. Hot fashion boutique. That's because Kiki hasn't done any movie nights or something in a while. Oh wait, our defense, I feel like we've been pretty tame recently. That's true. I haven't done any movie nights lately. I've been thinking of having a dinosaur week soon where I stream a bunch of dinosaur games and I stream a bunch of dinosaur shows and documentaries on Discord. I also like how the sign's fully covering up the window. Yeah, no one's ever looking at that window ever again. That window blocked forever. We can't roast her directly. Is break a leg an insult? I'm very confused. No, break a leg is good. Break a leg is like good luck. Like I hope you do good. Break a leg, you know, like break a leg equals good luck. Yeah, break a leg means to do well. Yeah. Did that one I linked you ever end up being about dinosaurs? Yes, it was. It was about dinosaurs. Maybe I'll do like a dino month. Maybe. I don't know if there's enough games out there to be like dinosaur related. I heard that break a leg comes from theater when it was bad luck to wish someone well. Oh, I didn't know that actually. That's kind of cool. Just don't actually break someone's leg. Exactly. So they thought of something awful to happen instead. That's pretty funny actually. Oh, I found out where the phrase like silent you can hear a pin drop. Like I found out where that came from. It's when like back in the day where obviously they didn't have like alarm clocks, right? They would have a candle and they'd stick a pin in the candle, and when they would light it, they'd fall asleep, right? And then when like the candle would burn through, like they would wake up at like the pin drop because like that was their alarm basically, right? Like that, and I was like, that's cool. I feel like there's not too much else. Maybe is a table out here fitting? I don't know if that's fitting out here. I can't back it up more. Just look it up. From the anime class of 09, ATSIG. Ah, that shit is gay. So brain. Bro, that game was a fever dream. I was playing it, I was like, can I I remember when I played that game, the whole time, I was like, can I stream this? Am I allowed to stream this? Ew, that game was fucking crazy. My professor is looking for me. Help. Go graduate. Go to your graduation. Have fun. My VOD will always be here. As far as I know, it'll always be here at least. Should I put like this here and then hold on? Oh, my mouse died again. Oh, let me replace the mouse real quick. Okay, no one do anything funny while my mouse is dead. Hold on. I'm so sorry if that blasted in your ears. My mic dropped in my hand. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me fix something. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then turn this mouse on. There we go. Okay. We're back in business. We're good. What does ATSIG mean? I'm not sure. I don't know what ATSIG means. But it might mean like that shit is gay, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if that's the actual definition or not. Guys, be hilarious. No. Let Kiki do your graduation speech. Oh my god, no, I can't. I'm gonna go up there and like stumble so much and like stutter like every single word. Be hilarious. Shit, pee pee poo poo. You know, it made me laugh, so I guess that was kind of funny. My mom would always say, my mom would always be like, it's easy to make a man laugh. Just bring up, what was it that she would say exactly? She'd like, just say, pee-pee, popo, caca, and chichis. She was like, just say any of those words, he's gonna laugh. And it always made my brother laugh. Not gonna lie, I played Class of 09 recently on my own, and while I liked it just fine, at a point I was kind of like, okay, this is pretty cringe after a bit. Still good, but might not be good for long term. Yeah, it was, I remember playing it, and there was, I think it's for sure a lot of shock value, and I think once you get past the shock value, you're like, that's fine. This isn't that bad. Also, we have this thing where we have a presentation of how our school years were and memories, so I put you and a bunch of other VTubers in my Really? Really? You put me? No, wait, really? That's like very sweet, but me? Should I go to graduation to do that? You sure, if you yeah. I think why not? Sure, I think you should go to your graduation. Your mom is funny. Yeah, my mom's fucking hilarious. Sorry, I needed to use Google Translate too hard to type by myself. No, it's okay. I think you should go to your graduation. I think your graduation is important. Yes, do that. Oh, that dinosaur RPG is apparently coming out soon. Dino Blade. Yes, I saw Dino Blade. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it for sure when it comes out. I'm so excited. I wanna fight the dinosaurs with the blades. They're so cool. It will be hilarious. Prove she's hilarious to us. No. What if I tell my mom, okay, only speak Spanish this stream, just speak Spanish. If I go, 4,000 med students will see you, and I put my favorite clips of my favorite VTubers after presentation. Oh my god. That'd be so funny though, but I think you should go to your graduation, and if you want to share the things that you love, I think you should. No pressure, Key. All the pressure. Live out, bro. Do it. You wouldn't debut Mama in Spanish. What if I do? What if I'm like, I tell my mom, like, okay, Mom, when you're gonna go on here, speak only Spanish. Even if they tell you speak English, speak only Spanish. I think for some texture, I'm just gonna add this like fence randomly. I feel like this would kind of help. That would be evil. I'll go to graduation. Okay. Okay. Baby, you gotta learn Spanish real quick. I'm drawing you bald. Don't do that. Don't draw me bald. But have a good graduation, Soft Soda. Thank you for stopping by. Congratulations on your graduation, and I hope you have a good graduation. But thank you for stopping by. Congrats again. Let me see. Where else am I thinking of here? I feel like that little fence right there is like a good texture, right? Like a good little like idea, right? Oh, I forgot I was looking for the rod here. Let me see. It looks kind of awkward. There's just like a pencil there. I'll come back later. Thank you for being so kind. I think I didn't understand much. Best wishes to you, Kiki. Thank you. Have a good graduation. Let me see. Let me see. What am I thinking of here? I mean, on the bright side, at least YouTube has the auto translates, like, or I mean not auto, but like it translates at least through like the what's it called? The Can I not make this thicker? Is the only thing I could do, but it looks like a pencil. But it has the subtitles, like the auto translate for subtitles. I mean, technically there's also the auto dubbing, but I turn that off for my channel because I'm like, I don't want you guys to hear a different voice of me. Like, what the heck? I wouldn't live here purely because imagine it's hot as shit here and dry as heat, dusty and shit. Here, let me add a AC to change your mind. But then the electricity would probably be high. Let me see. I'll get this little AC right here. There we go. I'm glad to hear you turn off auto dub. I can't stand it. Yeah, I when YouTube rolled that out, I think that was like the first thing I did was like, what? Because I got an email saying like we're going to give you access to auto dub, or we're gonna turn it on to your account. And then once it like officially went active, I was like, I'm turning that shit off. I don't want that to happen. Like the subtitles is one thing, right? Like, and that's fine. Like, it's better to have subtitles than anything, but auto translation, like, I remember I hate auto dub. Yes, the auto dub is just so bad. I remember I was watching I don't know if you guys know her. She's a mukbang streamer. Her name is Tsuyoung, and she's like a Korean mukbang streamer. I was watching one of her videos, and all of a sudden I get greeted with this like woman being like, "Hi guys, today we're trying," and I was like, "You're not Tsuyoung, who are you?" Like, why are you speaking for her? And I was so like, what the hell? And I realized it's because I had auto dub on my own like personal account too, and I was like, oh my god, I've turned this shit off. I don't want to hear this. What's auto dub? Basically, YouTube, like, maybe I want to say maybe almost a year ago at this point, rolled out a feature where on videos, if you're like, let's say, like, you know, I speak English, right? And I'm watching a Korean creator like Tsuyoung. Like, it's gonna translate the Korean to English. Basically, it's gonna dub the Korean to English. Like, you're gonna hear English. You know, it's gonna dub it and everything, right? And they have like an AI voice doing it. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how good it is at dubbing. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't actually seen how well it can do dubbing, but I don't like it. I did not like it at all. Like, you're not like, I feel like if you're already used to your like a creator, it just like, it doesn't help. So there was a JP speaker saying stuff completely different from their own manual subs. Yes, it's just, oh, I saw how live clip. Someone manually did hard subs for them, and they still enabled the auto dub. Oh, it's just so I don't like auto dub. Is like the quality of AI voice acting the anime Amazon made? I think so. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't stay long enough. I didn't watch it long enough or keep it long enough to see how well the quality actually was. But I was like, I hate this shit. You speak English? I didn't notice. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys I speak English. Imagine if I was a Spanish only streamer. I was like, alright guys, I want to practice my Spanish. I'm gonna speak Spanish now. I get so tired of speaking Spanish for too long. My brain takes too long to translate things. I forgot I have this little thing in back here. Can I just... never mind. I thought she was speaking Pigland this whole time. One day I'm gonna start stream and I'll be speaking a completely random language. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. Let me see. Let me just go through the random and see what it gives me. Should I put a plant out here? Oh, what if I put like a step for this back I can go. Never mind. Another plant. Little socks. I'll put little socks here. Oh, I wanted to try again. I want to see if I can maybe make it thicker. I thought she spoke American. Like, I'm a lesbian. I thought you were American. That mine's so funny. Oh, I know a bit of Spanish. ¿Quieres? Quiero qué? Quiero qué? Oh, I'll put a little like plant up here. I don't know if it quite fits, but I'll put it up here. Hell yeah. I remember one time I was like speaking Spanish to my little cousin who only spoke Spanish, and I was trying to tell her, I forgot what I was trying to tell her. I was trying to tell her something and I didn't know how to word it, and I remember she looked at me and she's like, "Prima, no te entiendo. ¿Qué me estás diciendo?" Like cousin, I don't understand you. What are you trying to tell me? And I felt so sad. I was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, and I was like, "You know what? Let's just go over here." And I brought her a toy to play with because like I don't know how to tell you this. Speaking of, she spoke American. I know a little Mexican. She's sitting over there. I don't know if I know enough Spanish, but I think that conversation made no sense even in Spanish. Well, because he's like, ¿quieres? Like, do you want? Like, do you want this? And I was like, well, quiero qué? Like, what do I want? What is it that you're offering? Getting out Spanish by a child is funny. Well, to be fair, this child was raised speaking Spanish, right? Like, her parents only spoke Spanish, so she only speaks Spanish. Meanwhile, I kind of, like, not grew out of my Spanish, but I obviously was out of practice of Spanish for a while, so, but it did hurt. I was like, I can't communicate with my family. You deserve a good gold star for that one, boss. I just realized, is the flag on a stick or is it just floating there? I just realized the flag's just floating there. There's no stick on there. Hold on, let me put a stick on there. There we go. Thanks, stole from a movie. Okay, how does it look when it rains? Okay, what about at night? This is kind of cute. This looks very peaceful at night. Very chill. Hold on, is the flag even on the house or is it floating right in front of it? I think it's it's on the house, right? It's oh wait, I just realized this was also floating. Yo, the rain is a vibe. It is. Hold on, let me turn the rain back on. Okay, try this again. Too much stuff is just floating. These sticks are hard to... Okay, let me see. There we go. Okay, let me... Okay, I'll put the stick on first this time. So where's the stick? Let me see. Okay, stick, go there. And then... Flag. Wait, there is this... Why wasn't the stick showing? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Why is there a stick now? There wasn't a stick showing earlier. Okay, hold on. And then this one goes here. Delete this one. Close enough. And then... Oh god, the flag is like floating like 5 feet in front of it. I need to live in a place with some misty rain like that, especially if it's consistent. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from California. It doesn't rain much here. But I feel like rain like this is like... too much. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, and then this stick. I'm gonna put you in the ground right there. And then raise you up. You raise me up. Okay. That should be good enough. And then this one. Like right there. God damn it, hold on. Okay, and then wait. Like, is it on there now? I feel like that's the best I'm gonna do. I think that's the best I can get to it. Okay. And then I'm gonna add some rocks so it doesn't look as lonely. Oops. I keep clicking the wrong one. A big rock. And then a tree, maybe? Like one of these? There we go. So that way when the electricity hits, it hits the tree. I don't think this is on the house key. What do you mean? It's totally on the house. Wait. Motherfucker. Hold on. Okay. Can it not? There we go. That should be, that's on the house. That's literally on the house there. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm dead tired. I'm gonna go sleep. Alright, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. To be honest, I'm probably gonna wrap up stream here. I think now I finished building this house. I like that boulder. It's a nice boulder. Thank you. I like these boulders too. Kiki, go hop on that server and practice your JP. But my JP is so bad. And I feel like I get so shy. Like, I try to speak it, and then I'm like, wait, that's the wrong word. And I get so shy. The whisper motherfucker is relatable. But okay, I'll go ahead. I'll wrap up stream here. Yours is better than a lot of people on that server. What? But my Nihongo mecha warui desu. Is really bad. When Wasa told me, when I had my outfit stream, and she was like Nihongo jozu. I'm like, oh, Nihongo jozu janai desu. We got a lot of confident dum-dums. Okay, maybe I'll try to join a little more often. 3 hours and 12 minutes of not doing what we're meant to be doing. You know what? That's okay. Life is full of little happy detours. You know what I mean? Like, what does Bob Ross say? Like, there's no such thing as accidents. I don't know if that applies here, but imagine Bob Ross telling you, like, oh, life is full of happy detours. Yeah, let me stretch real quick. Kia, I could join, and I know I'm not all that good either. I'll try. I know I'm just very shy too, and like I want to learn, but I'm like, it's so scary. Happy little accents, exactly. AKA church. Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll wrap up stream here. Let me save this house real quick. Save, and I'll save it on this slot right here. Yes. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry we couldn't play Crime Scene Cleaner. Maybe I'll play that next week, and I'll make space on my computer for sure. But tomorrow I'll be streaming Saihata Station, the DLC. Hopefully I have enough space for it. If not, we'll play a different ending of Saihata Station. And then Saturday, I'm gonna make an announcement again for it. But Saturday, I have MomoCon. I'll be going around Saturday around 4 to 5 p.m. on a little robot. So if you guys are there, say hi. That's scheduled for this week. Good stream. Thank you. Lamau True Muffin. I am the legendary broken condom. If it weren't for that, I'd be busy this weekend. I would drag you into VC over the weekend. maybe sometime next week. I'll be like, okay, I'll join. I'll take a deep breath and join. Also, the concerts for Muffin and me tomorrow. Ooh, okay. I hope the con is fun and goes well, and you guys do everything you guys need to do, and everything goes smoothly as well. But I'm excited for Saturday. I'm nervous, but very excited too. Kiki, get in the fucking robot. And I start breaking down like Shinji. Okay. Don't forget to share pictures. I will. I'm worried. I'm like, oh, you mean for oh my god, I'm stupid, for Muffin and Raven. That reminds me, I need to make an IRL picture channel. Maybe I'll do that like this weekend. I hope everything goes smoothly. Boy, oh boy, has it not been going smoothly already. I hope that changes. I hope you wake up tomorrow and you're like, wow, all of a sudden everything's okay now. Everything's fine. I don't think you want to be like Shinji Ki, especially if your friend's in the hospital. That's true. For everyone involved. Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry again we couldn't play the game, but at least we got to build some houses in a calm, peaceful environment. There we go. Alrighty, see you guys. Have a good rest of your night, day, evening, morning, afternoon, everything else in between and after. Have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.